welcome.
We had a great chit-chat with Opie yesterday on the show. It was fantastic. 99.99% of the people on Twitter and Facebook and whatnot loved it. They loved the fact that me and Opie actually, for about 45 minutes or so, had civil, fun conversation about what happened, the subsequent falling out and all that shit. Rich Voss and Paul Mercurio were also involved. Paul was here and Rich was over at Opie's studio, and that made it fun. Paul, by the way, was getting so much shit.
Yeah, and Kenny texted me last night about that too, and my response to Kenny was, I understood, and there was a couple times where he did step on it, but Paul Mercurio is like, you got broken up with 16 years ago, and you never got to see the girl until yesterday, because he had things that he's held in with Opie for 16 years from when that happened.
Yeah.
And he never got to talk to him. So I think Paul did a great job. He was a great guest to have with it happening. And for those people that, have a problem with that he maybe interjected a little too much, like I said, I just think that was, unfortunately his spotlight to do that was your bigger spotlight, and he had a couple things he needed to say, and I think he did a good job with it.
I think so too, and also that would have been a little too much to just have me and Opie on the phone talking without any kind of outside humor, distractions, whatever it is. It would have been a little awkward, more awkward, or whatever.
Who talks first? You talk first?
Yeah, it was kind of nice to have stupid fucking Rich and Paul to just throw shit in, and then always fun to beat up on Rich, which helped, and it was kind of it kind of gave me and Opie this camaraderie to then beat up on Rich and Paul. It kind of brought us together in that respect. Than if it was just a basic conversation between the two of us. So I think it worked out great, and Paul doesn't deserve any of the real abuse that I saw him getting on Twitter. But again, we kind of patched things up with Opie, so now I'm just going to jump at Kurt. Fucking guy. The Opie thing, that was pretty funny. I didn't realize until this morning when they said HG from Long Island. When they took the call, it was like, here's HG from Long Island, human garbage. They put me down on the phone as human garbage. That was funny, though, man. Human garbage. So it made page 6. That is your, Daily News? Is it the Post?
Post.
What is the Daily News' version of page 6? Page 5 or something? Fuck, nailed ya. Gotcha.
Isn't it like Russa Malloy or something? Or
it's not as good as like page 6.
Yeah.
And then page 6 is rarely on page 6, right?
Correct.
Yeah, I think it's like always somewhere
teens,
else.
at
They
least,
just call it page 6. Makes no sense. But Greg Opie Hughes reunited with former longtime co-host Anthony Cumia on Sirius XM show on Tuesday. Really? How about Anthony Cumia reunited with former longtime co-host Opie Hughes on Compound Media show Tuesday?
Those bastards.
How about that? At about 2 p.m. in his new and extremely reluctant afternoon time slot, Hughes took what he believed to be a listener call. Stop. They get it wrong within the first fucking paragraph. They just, there's something to be said for being out of the media for a little while. I guess the last time I was in was, a few months back, my legal entanglement. And they got so much shit wrong there, too. But then you read other things, and you're like, oh, my God, they just get everything wrong, these fucks. Everything. He knew it was me, but it was actually Cumia calling live from his own show on his Compound Media Network. Thank you. Opie and Anthony host Hughes, 53, and Cumia, 55. Ooh, but looking like a spry 43. Hadn't spoken since Cumia was fired from the network in 2014 after going on a racist rant on Twitter. I'm not even going to get into it, but you all know the story. A topic the pair discussed heavily during their talk. Did we? The firing, maybe. I didn't think you went to bat for me. As a guy who did radio with somebody for 20 years, would have went to bat, Cumia told Hughes. I didn't hear one inkling. I like that they put inkling in there. That had happened, so I didn't think you gave it a good shot. Hughes responded, I gave it a fair shot. I felt like the separation was starting already before the incident happened. I honestly think we needed a break at that time. We obviously went in different directions with our lifestyle, and it came out on the air and became difficult to find common ground to talk about things on the show. But there was always an appreciation for what we did for each other's throughout our careers. Cumia responded. It was a team effort. We did well. We did very well. And there has to be respect no matter what. This is true. That Cumia guy is wise. I'm reading this article. I'm just like, that guy nails it. Hughes also touched himself. No, he touched on his new time slot, which previously told Page Six blindsided him. I did not want afternoons. I did not. I didn't know why that was spun differently, especially when I had kids, he said. Now I don't get to see my kids. It sounds stupid, but when you have kids, I had a chance to be home with them all day. Now I don't see them from 8 in the morning till 6:30, 7 at night. I'd rather have it the other way. Oh, I didn't even think of that. School, I guess, right? So they leave for school. He could get up whatever fuck time he wants, but they're just going to be gone. And then by the time they come home, that's when he's got to do the show. Oh, I got it. That's interesting. All right. Hughes also touched on the new time slot. Oh, that's it, blindside. I've definitely calmed down. Oh, that's it. Cumia also addressed his domestic issues. Did I? I've definitely calmed down with the crazy girl on the crazy girl front, at least until December, he said. All right, look, it's a joke, fun show. You know, some people get so angry with me because I say things, but it's an entertainment show. I'm here to entertain people on this show. I went to rehab. It was actually pretty fun. See, and people might take that as thinking I didn't take it seriously. I took it very seriously. But it was kind of fun. I met some people that were really cool. In between the little life's lessons that they teach you there and everything, you're hanging out with fun, cool people. So it was fun. And because I said I thought it was going to be like prison, but it was actually a pretty nice place. Everything, aesthetically, activity-wise, all that. Whether they'll team up on the air again is unclear. Obviously, the Opie and Anthony thing is done. It's done, Cumia said, to which Hughes replied, I feel like a free man, finally. Nothing against Jimmy, but now I feel like, okay, the O&A thing is officially over, and in the future, if things happen, it'll be a totally different thing. Still, the duo will likely keep in touch now that they've reconnected. It's been only 2 years of deconstructing 20 years, Cumia said. Again, very wise. I'd be totally open to getting together for somewhere, hanging out, having a little chit-chat, keep it light, reacquaint ourselves. We'll make it an appearance. That was kind of a joke, too. You know, definitely not going to make it an appearance. But, yeah, and then I guess Ope was talking about it this afternoon on his show about the whole thing. And it was cool. Nothing really more than that. It was quite awesome. It's less weight, less baggage to cart around, having that problem. You know, you don't want to have. I don't like problems with people. I'd rather just get people out of my life that cause me problems, or fix the problem and we're cool again. Then, but usually I do kind of linger and have these problem people, and I got to fix things. And that was easily fixed. One fucking call. Within seconds of the call, everything was really, you could tell it was cool. There aren't many situations I could think of where two people going through a similar thing could get on the phone in public and it not be some kind of a crisis or very uncomfortable. That got very comfortable and fine very quickly. And again, I thank Paul Mercurio and Rich Voss for that too, because they added that little bit of levity and a couple of targets for Opie and I to hurl shit at while we were, sorting some shit out. A good first encounter after all the bullshit happened. Oh my God. Does Robitussin make you drowsy? Does it?
Unless you got daytime.
I read daytime on cold medication as doesn't work. That's what daytime means to me. Oh, daytime? Yeah, that means it doesn't work. Someone got me alcohol-free NyQuil. And I'm like, look, I understand the whole rehab thing and everything. I get it. But that's what makes NyQuil work. And I'm not sitting there chugging the bottle. I'm taking literally as directed.
You're not Jay Mooring it?
Not Jay Mooring. I remember Jay in those days. Now, Jay is
back in NEW.
I love Jay, and he won't disagree that he went through some times. His teeth were green. He would come in with green teeth because he would have a bottle of NyQuil and just be chugging on it during the show. Now, I can't really say anything because for every swig he was taking, I was drinking a Sam Adams that was stashed behind my monitor. Why is one any worse than the other? You're sitting there trying to catch a buzz while you're supposed to be working. But that was one thing about morning radio that was kind of a drag at the time. Like, I did like having a few beers during the show. That was kind of cool during the NEW days, afternoons. And then we went to XM, and it's the mornings. Now, if I was a fucking maniac, I would guess I would have drank in the morning. It's been known. People have done that. But I was never someone that could drink in the morning. Can't do it. Just can't fucking do it. Everything, physically, psychologically. That was like that line, I guess, where you're like, you got to have a line or else I'll be a drunk or an alcoholic or something. So I'm going to be the not before noon guy. It doesn't really mean anything, but I was just one of the guys. I couldn't do it. Couldn't do the pre-noon drinking. So that took me out of it, took the drinking out of it for Sirius XM. And I got to be honest, it worried me. Like, when we got to Sirius XM and found out we were doing mornings, it kind of worried me. Will I be able to do radio completely straight and sober? And I guess I was able to. But then, Anthony and Opie kind of grew apart, as they said, over the course of the years. By the time we hit Sirius, it was pretty, it actually started at NEW, though. And most people find that amazing, that the fracture of O&A started at WNEW. We had a lot of issues that were going on behind the scenes that we wanted handled differently. I felt like I was being put in a position. And look, we just had the call yesterday, and now I'm going to fuck the whole thing up. Is that what's happening? I just caught myself. Keith. We have the nice talk, and I'm going to go back to NEW and talk about like how I felt that. Fuck how you felt, Anthony. It's done. I had a great talk yesterday. I'm not getting into anything else.
It's water under the bridge, AC.
That's true, Club Soda Kenny. Oh, what were you calling about?
I was calling about the call.
The call, as it's being known as. Me and Opie, Opie, Greg Opie Hughes from the Opie and Anthony show. I was the Anthony guy. And then we got a falling out.
Yeah.
And then 2 years we hadn't spoken. And then yesterday, for the first time in 2 years, on this show and on his show, we actually spoke. And it was like kind of a thing.
Weird.
So
was it good?
Sandra, let me fill you in a little bit. If Howard is or was and still is the king of radio, the only real challenger to that position in the history of talk radio comedy was Opie and Anthony. Anthony's still huge, but that was a fucking monster of a show, and they haven't spoken for 2 years, so it was like earth-shattering news. that they had this reunion yesterday.
It was pretty big, yeah. Earth-shattering. We're walking around on the Earth. It's not shattered.
Was it good?
It's fine. What's that?
Was it a good conversation?
Yeah, it went really well. It wasn't one of those like, bah, 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 yelling or anything. It was, we right off the bat started just joking and talking and like how ridiculous
I love
the
that.
whole thing is. Yeah, it was very cool.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
Yeah. I also want to say this, I want to get your opinion on this. You were bandying about with Mercurial what his style should be, what his strength is. What Oak's strength was like hanging up on people. He has no conscience, being able to sit in front of someone with a straight face while the most horrific shit's happening. He could take that type of entertainment show and turn it into like a Jiminy Click type of thing with Opie spin on it. And then after a year, come and join you at Compound. That'd work out.
I don't think a lot of the stuff that both of us did back then was very shock jockey, like shock jocks. But that whole thing is dead. There's no more shocking people on the radio. It's just not done anymore. So I really think his strengths are in entertainment. I think he's got a good eye for the entertainment business, and people love that kind of things, reality shows and things like that. I think he doesn't have to do a hardcore show anymore. He's a dad of two kids, and he should incorporate that more into trying to be shocky. Just do breaks on where you talk openly and honestly about how you feel about things going on in the world, and it doesn't have to be these crazy sex or violence things or anything like that. It could just be basic entertainment news and family issue things but keep it entertaining, not the milquetoasty things that morning shows do or morning zoo-ish stuff like that. Using his own take on things like that, I think it would go over very well. Michael, what's up, Michael?
Hey, what's up, Ant? Do you think that Opie is going to come on to the show in the near future as a guest?
I don't see why not. There's absolutely nothing planned or in the works or anything like that. But I don't see why that wouldn't happen, especially with such a nice, successful first step into just, not beating the shit out of each other on air anymore. It's kind of cool. So yeah, I think so.
Oh, that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm going to get going.
Thank you, Michael. Let me say. This is Ken from Jacksonville. What's up, Ken?
What's going on, Ant?
Oi.
Hey, I just wanted to say, man, yesterday was the best thing I've seen in a while. You two talking, you and Ope.
Yeah, people like
it. It's been a long time coming.
About 2 years, a little over 2 years, something like that.
Yeah.
I was amazed that much time went by. Like on the phone, you're like, all right, yeah, it's Opie, we're talking and everything. It's like that was over 2 years since we even spoke at all. So it was a little odd that much time went by that quickly. Makes you think.
It was. You could hear a little bit of animosity in his voice, but that's the way it is. And
well, he was beaten up pretty good.
Oh yeah,
not just here, but I mean, the fans and everything else really took him to task, as they say. But yeah, everything's going in the right direction. All good.
Well, I've always loved you guys' banter, man, and hopefully you guys can get back together sometime soon here and
cool.
Do more good radio and TV.
Thank you, sir.
All right, brother.
Take it easy, man. And then this morning on that phone call with Jimmy and Sammy, I get a little over fucking zealous and rambunctious.
Yeah, I heard you on the. I'm sorry.
You gonna go in? What's the story there?
Oh, they're coming on this show next week. They're going to do this show, Travis, Sam, and Jimmy. And, I've made a couple of phone calls to the shows over there. I called Opie. That was like a thing.
Yeah.
We talked for the first time in 2 years.
I heard about that.
Yeah. It was cool.
I listened to it. It was
it was
cool,
fucking
man.
great. And, we'll see what happens. Maybe the door will be open literally at some point for me to actually go over there. Because you tried it once.
Oh, man, I was so fucking mad. I was so fucking mad
It was like shortly after the whole debacle of me getting fired, and Ari was co-hosting the show.
Yeah, me and Rogan took over. They said, invite whoever you want.
And they called me up, and I was like, yeah, I'll come in. I made it to the fucking lobby. And they were like, "Oh shit!"
I actually heard that show.
Yeah.
I was so
They're
hoping
like,
you guys
nope.
got him
So
up there.
embarrassing.
But time.
Sorry about coming all the way down.
Time,
there.
fucking.
Time heals all wounds.
Time heals all wounds.
And by the way, Sirius and anybody else, if you just wait 2 weeks to react to any sort of crazy outrage,
that should be
it
the rule
will
of
pass.
Thumb. That should be the rule of thumb. With
Wait
any
2 weeks, then react.
Internet outrage isn't the same as outrage was in the old days. You're not going to get a crowd of people in front of your establishment with the giant rat and all that other shit that goes on. They're going to be outraged with a hashtag, and nothing will come of it.
Wait a day for every year you employed someone.
Yeah, there you go. What a good rule of thumb.
Yeah, and then react.
Then react if it's still a fucking issue. But, I think they saw that after 2 years of, it's sucking without me.
Yeah.
Well, let me be frank. When I heard the conversation live, where you would in joke, but I heard the conversation live with Opie, and that chemistry was there on that phone call. You guys had that chemistry, and that chemistry you could hear. That chemistry again.
Yeah.
And it was really cool to hear that chemistry again.
It was just one of those fucking, I could get on the phone with Opie right now and fucking have a great conversation. I could sit there at a desk and do a show with him, and it would be great. Like, I don't have any fucking issues.
Why don't you guys not talk for 2 years?
Yeah, don't talk for
But I mean, did you call him?
No.
Why didn't you guys call each other?
Well, there were problems like right away that couldn't really be dealt with. I felt that I was kind of tossed to the wayside.
Yeah.
He kind of felt like I wanted to move on. It's like, wanting to move on and getting fired are two different things. But again, water under the bridge. I'm not bringing it back up.
Sorry.
No,
but you don't need to because basically everything is settled. You're here, they're there.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
That's what it is.
Hopefully, maybe you guys get back. Maybe do a little show, or he comes on as a guest.
It would be
maybe a one-time,
a one-off.
No, it would be
right,
exactly, because it's like getting back to your chick. After you broke up, shit gets old really quick. But if it's just once in a blue moon, like I said, it was really cool to listen to because you could hear that.
It would be very difficult to do a show with that same format now because I'm so used to doing this now. Mm-hmm. Like I'm not
so much freer.
Yeah. And Opie was the guy that kind of, came up with the topics and this and I couldn't imagine just sitting there waiting for him to come up with what we're going to talk about and be like that guy. I just couldn't do that anymore.
Now you got these dickwads fucking printing out pieces of paper.
Yeah. Fucking great.
But still, when you're used
my
to
dickwad.
Well, especially when you're used to being, since you had the show, now you're first mic. If you're being first mic for 2 years, now suddenly you got to be second mic on other stories. You kind of feel limited, especially when you've got all of this. So
it's a little rough.
But if you do a one-off show, just a show once in a blue moon, it'd be really cool. As a fan of you for all these years, of O&A. It would be cool once in a blue moon.
I could see doing
once in a blue moon.
In a blue moon?
A blue moon.
Blue moon. Am I on hold?
Oh, maybe.
Did he call?
Yeah.
Hello.
Ope.
What's going on?
What are you doing, man? I'm here with Mike Baker.
No.
Mike
Yes.
Yeah.
We're discussing.
What are you doing, man? It's
discussing world events and whatnot.
See, I thought you were calling to say hello to me.
See, we can't do a show together anymore. You're talking about world events. We're talking about dogs that kill rats.
Yeah.
We could switch to that.
I'm happy to talk about anything.
Who do you got in there today?
We got Sherrod.
What's up, Mike? Sherrod. Oh my God, one of my favorite humans.
Likewise, man. I thought you'd be undercover somewhere, killing ISIS.
Yeah. Well, I go straight from here. I go to LaGuardia, and I take that direct flight from LaGuardia to Mosul.
It's direct?
It's a direct flight, yeah. So it's an overnight flight, and they serve you a meal, and then you land, and you get involved in the fight.
You start killing people.
Start killing people, yeah.
Damn.
How do you know the difference between LaGuardia and Mosul, by the way?
There's more working lights and bathrooms in Mosul.
Holy shit.
Are you guys really talking about world events? God.
Oh, Jesus. Hold on. Bobo was in the audience and decided he wants to yap about something.
I think that would be an inaccurate thing because LaGuardia doesn't have the runways to support the kind of plane you would have to take to Mosul.
Oh! He just faced you right there.
The planes that would go to Mosul would be too big.
All right, Bobo. One of the third.
Don't have the runway to support a bus.
The third Wright brother.
I am so glad you got Bobo in the
I know.
Good.
How did I get caught with Bobo in the divorce settlement?
Whenever I have a question about aviation assets, whenever I'm trying to decide where to land a plane in what part of the world, I call Bobo.
Opie, did you? How funny was it, like hearing our fucking stupid show being used as like campaign fodder?
that's hilarious. Well, I mean, I told everyone that me and you texted a little bit back and forth about it, but between the Trump audio not changing diapers and Hillary using that audio to her advantage, I was laughing my ass off because I'm like, man, and can't like the fact that our audio is being used to help Hillary.
Yeah, exactly.
Because then Keith writes me, he's like, Ann wants to sue, and I'm like, I think it's fucking cool as shit. That audio is being used in a presidential, campaign.
Yeah, there was that one, and then there was Donald Trump Jr. talking about women can't be offended in the workplace if they want to excel in the workplace. And I'm like, Jesus Christ, it's all anti-Trump stuff. Why don't they play Bowling for Behave?
That was a bit over the top. The Trump Jr. was, I didn't think that was that bad.
No, it wasn't.
That bad?
It absolutely wasn't. They're really fishing for anything they can to kind of titillate and, I gotcha. They love those gotcha moments.
That's right.
And that's what those tapes are. They were using Trump's appearances on Howard. Like that is just a given that you're going to be a piece of shit on Howard's show.
Well, that's what we said too. When you go on a show like ours back in the day or Howard's, it's the hosts are looking for something a little extra, a little
right.
more icy or whatever, a little more edgy. So Trump knows how to play the game. He's a showman and knows how to get people to listen. That's all that was about.
That's really weird. When I went on the show with you guys back in the day, I always thought you were just looking for statistics and facts and historical information. I never had that feeling.
You got to put on some kind of character like Mr. Hamas when you're on those shows, and it does. It pumps it up. You're a little more outrageous, and what you say should never be used on a news show to try to present a kind of personality or person that you are.
Hey, Ant, did you see that Howard pulled the Carol Miller on me?
Where you can't walk past him. I saw the lobby video with you and Kenny waiting by the elevators. And then he walked by, and then you're able to walk in. How did that happen?
Well, remember back in the day, that's what happened to Carol Miller, but we had nothing to do with that. We were fighting with Carol Miller like a rock jock. And then they decided Carol Miller cannot, talk to Opie and Anthony. It wasn't us. So she had to wait in the mailroom until we passed by, and then she was allowed to go back into her office. Well, Howard just pulled that same shit with me. I was saying hi to him in the hallway, believe it or not. That was it.
But I heard that's what he got mad at, that you were saying hi to him.
That's very Hillary Clinton-like.
Exactly right. No, I decided, it's been so many years, he changed his hours, and next thing you know, he comes from his secret entrance down the hall as I'm coming in. So it's me and Kenny going one way, it's him and Ronnie going the other way, and I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. Good morning. That's it.
Would he ever answer you?
No, we were talking about this earlier. That's right. So then I would pass by him, and then I could feel Kenny laughing his ass off without even seeing Kenny. He was giggling. You know. Kenny.
Yeah.
So then we would pass by. I go, "What's up, Kenny?" He goes, "He's fucking furious." I'm like, "Furious because I'm saying good morning." So then after, I don't know how many times exactly, but probably like 4 or 5 times, I would literally just look him in the eye and go, good morning. He wouldn't say anything back. And then next thing you know, everything was shut down.
Wow.
And then, people finally, told me that it was because I was saying good morning.
And then you yelled good morning to him through the glass.
Well, that's where it got confusing because then people said, no, Jimmy said that you were being obnoxious in the hallway. I'm like, no, that got
After the fact.
After the fact, I'm like, okay, now I'm going to give you an obnoxious good morning. So then through the glass, I'd be like, good morning.
Yeah, that was pretty obnoxious.
It's like the Secret Service saying hello to Hillary Clinton.
Yeah.
And her reaction to that.
He did not like it. You could tell he had his head down, and he was just kind of plowed on through. But holy shit, you don't see him anymore now, right?
No, I got this shitty shift.
How is it with sleep, though? Dude, after a fucking lifetime of doing morning radio, it has to be nice to sleep in a little, though.
Yeah, no, it's you know that as
Hell
well.
yeah.
I feel way more awake and a lot more energy.
Definitely.
But that's good. We're settling in, It's all right.
Yeah, mornings and afternoons, 2 completely fucking different lifestyles, man.
Right.
Holy shit.
All right, I just
There's a lot more
want to...
girls in here, I'll tell you that. There's a lot more girls in here.
Is there a lot of girls in here?
Are there really?
The elevators and the shit. Yeah, just when the booty in the building.
I'll tell you
Everywhere.
something. I worked Friday, and then after the show was over, I'm just in the hallways. This fucking place turns into a big party.
I'm telling you.
All the
Really?
go home, and like everyone, look, Lewis is shaking his head up and down. Like everyone's
I never
hooking
knew.
up, and then
Yeah.
someone will remain nameless. He's like, "Hey, dude, whatever you need, I got it for you." And then he went through beer,
drugs?
edibles, one hitters. He's
Holy
like,
shit.
I thought he meant refreshments.
Right?
Snacks.
What's going on over there?
Well, everybody knows the afternoon shift's all about the chow, man.
Oh, gee. So Opie, does that mean you work Friday, huh? How's that?
It didn't suck. I'll squeeze out a few Friday. No, I got to work Friday. Damn it!
Oh shit! All right, guys.
Yeah, we got to go. Mike Baker.
All right, man.
Good to hear you. Good to hear you, Ant.
Good to hear you guys.
Sherrod.
Really good. Take care, Sherrod.
Take it easy, guys.
All right, man. Back to
Take
world
care.
events, then we'll go back to Rats.
All right, man. Take it easy.
All right.
Great
There you
guys.
go. Little
Really good.
a little mending.
I haven't talked to
We're mending
Sherrod in a
our
while.
bridges.
Yeah, well, that's it. You know what? That's what life's all about. Next thing you know, you walk outside, you get hit by a bus, and you think,
know
I
what?
shouldn't have said that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Opie's driving it.
Yeah. Backing it up.
Oh shit! What happened? I thought we were.
I thought we were mending. We were mending here, but no. You know what? Life is too short. I've seen people blow shit up over nothing.
Over really nothing.
And then over really nothing, and then it just and sometimes it's something. But even when it's something big, you got to think, fuck it. Life is just too
After
short.
2 years, I got fired from there 2 years ago. We had our issues, me and Opie, a lot of issues, especially just before I got fired. But after 2 years, you realize, like, nothing of that was life-shattering to me or anybody else.
You guys got so much history.
Fuck am I going to... Yeah.
Yeah.
What are you going to do? Hold a grudge?
No.
Fuck that.
No, I've seen family not
Family
talk to
members,
each other for
which I never
40 years.
I can't understand that.
Yeah.
My family, we are so fucking tight and would do anything for each other. I mean, nuclear family, extended family, all of us. And you hear about like, I haven't spoken to my brother in 10 years. That motherfucker.
Yeah.
It's like,
He owes me $200.
Yeah.
Pay me.
Yeah. What could someone
Really?
possibly do that you wouldn't talk to your brother for 10 fucking years? Yeah. Rich, I wanted to talk to you a little bit about you were a party to the big reunion phone call that was going on between Opie and I.
Mm-hmm.
I had the lovely and talented Paul Mercurio here, and Opie had you on his end.
Yeah.
And how did that go over there? What was it like before the call? Like, what was the mood?
Well, that was Opie's first day back.
Oh, right, after
Yes.
the big contract thing.
Yes.
And, yeah.
So he, whatever. Listen.
Was he
Before I
bumming
get
change from you?
Before I get started, listen. No, that's good.
kidding. He
That's
knows.
good. No, that's good. Before I get started, and I've been neutral throughout
everything in this. Because I don't give a fuck when you millionaires fight. I don't
Exactly.
give a fuck. All right? Who cares? You know, listen, if me and fucking Bobby Kelly were going at it, you're a big deal.
No, who cares?
When they have 100,000, maybe. Maybe.
Never works. Yeah.
And I'm not talking calories. Anyhow.
Yeah, he wins.
So when he was on his first day back, and of course, yeah, I'm sure there's a little resentment and anger with what he had went through, just like you went through resentment and anger, what you went through.
Of course.
Everybody goes through resentment and anger. Listen, when we got fired, we had a dumb one-night Tuesday night show, me and Bonnie.
Yeah.
And we got fucking, not even, hey, you know, we get a call. Oh, you're not going on anymore. Like, let us.
You got a call? I got an email.
So let us come in and say goodbye at least to the people that supported us.
Yeah, there's no goodbyes in radio.
So anyhow, I'm in studio the first day. So it's a little. I got to be. Listen, I got to be funny or do whatever because this is after this whole.
He's a little bummed, right?
He's a little bummed, and he's
well, he started the show off talking about like shit, got this shit deal and fucking his cross sucks and yeah.
Whatever he started off with, but then he brought up. He goes, yeah, and even he says something like Anthony's people got in touch with me or whatever, which I don't think I didn't know already. Maybe.
Oh, right. All the comics fucking yapping.
No, the comics didn't know.
Little fucking
no, comics don't know. I know things.
Oh, you know.
I'm fucking on the inside, baby.
What do you know things?
I'm on the inside. Okay, I got emails. I got emails illegally.
Emails. Jeez.
So I got one from.
WikiLeaks on you.
So I said, call him. Are you fucking kidding me? Call him. Enough. Let it go. Move on. People. I don't know if you heard the show, but I was saying things. And don't get me wrong. I'm just part of what you two did.
Bigger picture.
Okay,
yes.
Bigger picture. I do not take credit. You dial the number, he picked it up, or he dialed, you picked it up. So I just
you kind of were telling him, hey,
say, look,
get in there.
People get divorced and get back together. And it's sometimes I'm not. What other fucking comparison?
No, I wasn't even thinking of the comparison. I'm thinking literally of my wife and me actually get. Never happened.
Okay.
Oh my God! I'd sooner marry Opie than remarry my wife.
That's fucking.
That's how fucking yeah.
Well, so and I said, talk because this is my opinion, and it could just be a dumb opinion.
Probably is.
If say you two were doing something, it would just be a reinvented you two that would be at a different level than you were when you were throwing stuff into a 50-gallon bucket, like my CD, my first CD. Do you know what I mean? Or if you were with Norton, it would be a different thing.
It couldn't ever be what it was.
Yeah,
it's
not supposed to be.
It's not supposed to be.
We got to take a phone call here.
Hundreds of thousands more votes, I think. If not millions.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I think too.
Get this feeling, regardless of how kooky Trump is, and
yes, that's what I was thinking.
Oh. Say,
hey, what's up, buddy?
What's going on, man?
I got Craig Gass in studio.
Hey, Anthony, how are you?
Oh, cool. I got Owen Benjamin. What's up?
Owen Benjamin, what's happening?
What's up?
How are you?
Well, we're talking about the election, I guess.
You're doing the post-mortem. You're cutting it open. Yeah, we haven't done the autopsy.
We're just hitting it from all the angles. My God,
yes, all the angles.
Yes.
Let's go to some calls
and
find out what the people are thinking.
Exactly.
It's. Were you even expecting a Trump win? Did you feel that it was just a big media farce going on for the past 18 months?
I pussed out, Anthony. Last week I said, you know what? I think Trump could win this thing. And I wasn't I wasn't thinking that for a very long time, but you just start feeling the energy wherever you went. And then yesterday I had the chance to say it, and I go, Hillary's got this. It's going to be pretty close to a landslide. So
okay.
I was so close though.
This is why people hate that Opie's an Islander fan. he'll say, wow, if I knew you had said that, I absolutely would have put money on Trump.
Well, that's what my Twitter said. They said the sports curse is now in politics. Fuck.
It goes again. Have you been keeping tabs on some of the tearful celebrities that are coming out, and very sad.
Just watched one.
We just played the Miley Cyrus one.
Oh, that's a great one.
It's wonderful. I was thinking this girl is right where Anthony needs her to be.
Yeah. Yeah. Is there anyone?
Anthony loves the criers.
Are there any celebrity tapes any ones that are funnier than Miley Cyrus that you found?
Yeah, it's the Hollywood, I haven't seen from Janine Garofalo yet, but I did see Sarah Silverman, very upset, and I'm waiting for Judd Apatow to see what he thinks, but I'd put him on suicide watch at this point. But
Twitter reads just like a long suicide note at this point.
It really is. They're so upset and dejected. They couldn't possibly have imagined there's this many racist, sexist assholes in the United States.
I don't know who said it, but I saw one tweet that said, "But what about all our funny tweets?"
It didn't wash. Did you vote? Oh,
you know me. I don't vote.
No, you don't. You don't vote.
You voted. You voted for Trump.
Yeah, not that it mattered in New York. I love that. New York, it was like, we get results from New York at 9 o'clock. At 9 o'clock in 1 second, Hillary Clinton has New York.
We got our New York results in 2005.
It doesn't matter. It's such a fucking load.
And Trump is from New York, and he couldn't even make a real dent in the numbers in New York.
No, it's because of the cities. Like, anytime there's a big city, you could see the blue around it on the map, and the rest of the state is red, trying to get the numbers that'll offset those city numbers. And they just couldn't get enough of those, I guess, blacks and Hispanics that were supposed to really bump up Hillary's numbers as per Obama's. They just couldn't get them out there.
That's exactly what I was saying. They weren't buying Obama's message. The Obama people really needed to step up last night, and they just didn't do it. But a lot of people know that the Clintons and the Obamas didn't get along. So to see Obama, I mean, of course he did it for his own legacy and all that. But those two camps don't like each other. They're not fooling anyone.
Sort of like the Opie and Anthony phone call.
Yeah, it's been said that I'm doing this out of desperation, talking to Anthony. It's like I'm actually enjoying these phone calls.
No, they're fucking great, man. Honestly,
no bullshit.
Do you think when I saw Obama speaking at Hillary's rallies, he didn't have that Obama magic? It wasn't. They seemed like very vindictive and unpleasant speeches when all of his other ones were always about, like, togetherness, and he had this smooth talk. It almost seemed like he was yelling at people. It didn't give that same message.
Yeah, it was like a separated couple at Thanksgiving.
Yes.
Yeah. Get along for the kids. Yeah, it's like, no, we're good. I swear to God, we're fine. Shut up.
Except for the one speech where he did the whole, come on, man.
That was
pretty funny.
I love lame duck Obama speeches.
Right.
Because he leans on the podium kind of sideways like, you know what I'm talking about.
Right.
And it's all smooth and shit.
Well, wasn't that a response to being somebody saying that he smelled like sulfur or something? Wasn't that the line that made him say, come on, man?
Come on, man.
That he was so evil that he smelled like sulfur.
And when did he start punching the podium at the end of his speeches? That's a badass move where he just gives it a tap and then walks off. I know you're not a big Obama fan there, Ant, but...
No, I've always said that Obama is amongst the greatest speakers this country's ever seen.
Sure.
He can speak like he's talking off the cuff. Yeah. It's very natural. It's not this intimidating, yelling at you kind of thing. And that's what I saw at the Hillary speech, which I think he wasn't doing the magic that he'd done over the years with his speaking abilities.
Did you... Were you sad for Hillary at all today? I know you're not a big Hillary fan, but that was pretty brutal.
When she was talking and getting a little choked up.
Choked up. Bill has tears in his eyes in the back. And then you're looking at a lady that, whether you love her or hate her, her career is over. That is it for Hillary Clinton.
I felt a little for her. I was like, oh, man, that sucks. Because that was a bad loss. I mean, she had a lot of endorsements.
Oh, my God. I don't know. I don't think so.
I was trying to pull some emotion out of Anthony. What did I just meet you?
Wrong topic.
What did I just meet you?
What was that female serial killer's name? Jane
Yeah.
That
Eileen Wuornos.
Yeah, Wernos, thank you.
Yeah.
I had more sympathy for her when they gave her the fucking chair.
There you go. There's
for Hillary.
There's that. How was the show last night? I heard you did like a 7-hour coverage.
Oh, my
show.
God. It was a marathon. We had, of course, Gavin, Pat Dixon, and Nick DiPaolo, who, if there was ever a dream come true, it was an election and watching Trump win with Nick DiPaolo here. Us two... we're guineas of similar ilk.
Yes, jerking each other off.
You guys got
No, it was. We were doing a lot of patting each other on the back. It was some real greaseball shit.
Yeah, you guys were a bit giddy, but that was unbelievable to watch on TV last night, to see where everyone just thought Hillary had this in the bag, and then to see it slowly changing. And then I'm sitting at home going, "Oh my God, I think he's going to be the president of the United." When you had that realization, it was like, "Holy shit, this is actually happening."
Even Fox News, the energy was changing on Fox News. They're going, "Oh my God, this is turning in a much better direction than we thought it was going to be." Yeah,
you could absolutely tell when I thought things were changing for Trump and was getting pretty confident he was going to win. That's when we changed to MSNBC here, because we wanted to see like Maddow just slitting her throat, and I definitely was getting off on watching some of the liberal media just losing their mind.
We were just talking earlier about how Brian Williams doesn't do well off the cuff. He stinks. MSNBC is all about vamping.
Well, they're showing that he's just a good reader, because they moved him over to MSNBC, where you actually have to talk about topics and have an opinion on things, and he's like a deer in headlights, and he's the guy that just throws it to commercial.
Wow, you noticed that too, Ant?
And that's odd, because he always did really good on Letterman. Like, they liked him. He was the funny guy.
Yeah.
When he would go on there, and he is kind of a dud. He had a moment last night where he was talking about Trump and how many electoral votes he had, and how he was leading Hillary, and you hear him go like, ugh. Completely editorializing. It was just amazing, though. Like you said, that slow turn where you're watching it going, oh my God, he just took Florida.
Yeah.
This is out of fucking control.
Yeah. And then state by state fell. I mean, Michigan, Wisconsin. And then
that was huge.
And then Pennsylvania, I think that's the first time the Republicans took that since 1988.
Yeah, well, when you have coal miners there that Hillary said, I'm just going to put you out of business.
Right.
You're going out of work.
Right.
It's still the number one energy source we use here in this country, even though it's on the downswing. There are still coal miners.
Yeah.
It's not, we don't have Jetsons cars yet. Yeah. And she's saying, I'm taking your jobs away.
Yeah.
She never recovered from that.
Now,
never.
I asked Lionel from LionelMedia.com this question.
Yeah.
I'll ask Anthony Cumia. Is the country in good hands as far as Trump being the president? What's your thoughts on that?
My thoughts are, we've been fed for 18 months by the media that this man is a monster. And the media has proven to be nothing but liars over this 18 months. So I will not take anything they say with any validity. I honestly think Donald Trump is great at delegating responsibility. I think over the years he's proven as a businessman that he's got a sense of what the economy does. He's worked in great economies and in shitty economies, and he still has a business. And I think people are panicked for all the wrong reasons. We've been misled by the media as to what this guy is really all about. I don't think he's as stupid as they say. I don't think he's racist or sexist. He says some shit like a regular guy, but we've always clamored that that's what we want in a president. Why can't he be more like than a regular guy?
Right.
So why do we always have to choose these politicians? Well, here he is.
Yeah.
Here's your regular guy.
But
Give him 4 years. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Do you worry about his temperament? Because even you guys had so much fun watching him explode on your show over the years. And you would tell him, hey, I don't know if you heard, but this guy said this about you, and he would just fucking unload. Do you think his temperament might be an issue during his presidency?
I think it was a lot of showbiz. I think especially during that time he went from realtor and builder to a showbiz guy. He was a character. And I think he knew when he was saying stuff to ruffle people's feathers, it would get him publicity. He loved when his show was number one in the ratings.
Yeah.
And he kept doing it to keep number one in the ratings. Not only was it a good business move because you get more money for a show, but he just loves being popular.
Yeah.
That's what he does. And I think that's part of it. I don't think he's nearly as dangerous as he's been portrayed by the media.
Anthony, but how cool is it that a guy that used to call our show that we would goof with and actually laugh at him, not with him, is now the president of the United States.
It's fucking hilarious. It's hilarious. Remember that when he called us like dopes or idiots or morons or something? I was laughing my ass off thinking like, yeah, the president called Opie and Anthony dummies, and
that's amazing.
Yeah, he would. You know what? You know what else is pretty good, Ope? The Wiener photo. Yeah. The thing that started the ripple in the water that led to Comey once again opening an investigation, which some are saying led to her low numbers and a Trump win.
Yeah.
To be part of that little butterfly wing wind that started this fucking typhoon I'm very proud of that.
Well, you know, somewhere Bruce Mittman's like, boys, I'm very proud of you.
Boys, what did you do to the election?
Right. I knew you would fuck things up.
Hillary.
Right.
Have either of you had any contact during the campaign with any of Trump's family at all?
Well, I mean, we both know Donald Trump Jr. pretty well.
Yeah.
I was texting him up until middle of the summer. Every once in a while, I would give him a text like, "Hey, man, that was really good." Like, and if I would see him on, I'm trying to remember some of the stuff on ABC.
They did I popped him a text last night. I didn't get an answer back.
Well,
I was very proud. Oh, did you see the Louis C.K. thing?
I did not. No. I heard about it. Where was he on? Jimmy Fallon or one of those?
He was on Conan, and he was just like drooling over Hillary. So I donated the $48 royalty check from doing his show that time.
I did
to the Trump campaign.
Yeah, I saw you tweet that. Yes.
And he texted me and said it was fucking hilarious.
Oh, God.
Yeah, Louis, we don't agree politically, but that's pretty cool.
Gets the joke. Yeah. He understands humor. Yeah, of
course. He's like, so he texted me this morning, congratulations. I'm like, it was our $48, put it over the top.
Yeah.
Al.
I think a lot of people that voted for Trump are going to be disappointed, though, because you're not going to get the guy tweeting from the White House like a lot of us are hoping for.
I don't know if that's a disappointment thing. We were just talking about this, too. He knows what Trump to be for any situation, and during the primaries, he had to be that nut to get the media attention and wipe out the 16 candidates, and then he calmed down a bit during the fight with Hillary, during that campaign, and then if you would have watched him and not known who Donald Trump was last night, you would just be like, oh, yeah, that's the president.
Right. Yeah, no,
it was a great speech. Yeah, it was a surprisingly uniting speech.
His speech was very, very good.
Yeah. I think because the initial Donald Trump, we were just talking about this, the initial Donald Trump from the primaries would have come out last night in fucking Apollo Creed shorts and living in America,
right?
Top hat, like, look at me, I kicked her ass. But it was very presidential.
So you think that Trump back then that was just shitting on everybody and saying I have a big dick, you think that was calculated?
Yes, I absolutely think he's smart enough to know what he needs to do to garner attention in a situation. It wasn't as important for him to look presidential. It was paramount for him to get attention and get the media on him. That was it.
I think he desperately wanted to say some things last night and take his shots.
Yeah.
Some people are going to pay. Oh, did they fuck up the Republicans?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Some of those people, Ryan.
You think Ryan is out of a job?
Oh, my God.
They'll get more than the Democrats because they're like, I bet he's like, you were supposed to be with me.
Right.
Ryan, just tell me, was it Tattaglia or Barzini?
We had somebody at the Javits Center last night, and that went from a big party where people are drinking and laughing and making jokes to dead silence, and it turned into basically a wake.
Yeah, we were watching that on the news, and oh my God, it emptied out. It did. They slowly were walking out crying. It really was. It was kind of sad. Yeah. To watch these
He laughs. It was kind of sad. Losers! Did you walk around the city today? Because you could feel it in the air, man. No one's talking. It's really strange.
Yeah, it was weird. The train was completely quiet, and then walking around the streets, no one's really talking. Although I'm looking around, and I'm going, oh, I bet they're not happy. Oh, I bet they're not happy.
Well, are you tempted to say anything to anybody yet?
No, I'm fearful to say Trump in any way, shape, or form. I use the word, like saying Trump out in New York City right now is like saying bomb in an airport.
Yeah.
You're going to get in trouble.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, New York City's so much different than the rest of the country.
Yeah.
I mean, this is such a democratic place that people are truly bummed out. But there were actually people, supposedly, I didn't see it myself, but supposedly people around here today were crying at their desks.
Holy shit.
Yeah, I mean, they
look at their paychecks? Fucking serious. All right, Opster, let me go, and I'll talk to you again soon, man.
Well, just so you know, man, I was trying to get you in here for the Super Show, and fucking Don Wicklund comes to me and goes, he's still banned from the building. I'm like,
I know.
So
they've let up literally murderers.
Right.
There are people that have killed, like we had, Don King has been up there.
Yeah.
Don King killed a dude? He killed a couple of dudes,
He killed two guys.
It was manslaughter, but he killed some people. Yeah. There have been some rappers that have shot people and killed people.
Right.
I'm not allowed up there.
And it all started because Artie wanted to do the show, and I go, who you want? He goes, Gilbert. I go, all right, if you bring Gilbert, I'm bringing Anthony. And I was dead serious, and then all of a sudden word got out, and they're like, he's still banned. So, all right, I'll go over to your fucking place, and we'll do the Super Show then.
Do a remote.
Fuck.
Fine by me.
Whatever.
Eventually they'll let me in the fucking building. It's getting ridiculous at this point not to.
Pete Rose of Sirius XM.
Yeah, exactly.
He's going to be doing card signings out across the street.
And how do they get your show?
Compoundmedia.com. A bunch of different shows on here now. We're adding more all the time, so it's kind of a fun big network of incredible free speech. Very cool.
Save maybe one spot. Just save a little spot, just in case.
Congrats,
Anthony.
All right, Anthony. Thank
Congrats,
you,
Anthony.
Say hi to everyone over there.
We will. All right, man.
Take it easy, man.
All right. Anthony Cumia, everyone.
How cool is that?
So, doing good? I haven't seen you in a while. Yeah. I thought you were abandoning us for Greg Opie Hughes over there. You're on his show all the time.
No, what happened was I don't know if you guys heard that they Norton and what split up. No, Norton and Opie split up. So you guys probably heard that.
I probably did.
So what happened was Opie's always being kind of difficult with me. So one week I heard he couldn't get a guest. So I texted him. I DM'd him on Twitter. I said I'm available today. So I didn't hear back. So I just went to the lobby.
Just showed up.
Just went to the lobby. I go, fuck this, because I had to meet somebody in the neighborhood anyway at 6:30. He's done at 6, so I go. Even if he says no, it's still good radio, right? So
showed up.
So I called the hotline, and then they pick up, and Opie's like, let me get this straight. You're in the, I don't do an Opie impression, but he goes, let me get this straight. He goes, you're in the lobby? I go, yeah, I want to use the bathroom, because no one will let you use the bathroom in Midtown.
New York City, Midtown?
He goes, I said, I just want to use the bathroom. He goes.
I just tipped the bartender to take a piss on my way here. Just
tip the bartender?
Because I'm scared to piss in public, man.
Yeah, plus you're black, so I wouldn't let you in
so
anyway.
I'm a target either way,
You can't piss in public.
It's a vicious cycle. And I just can't be pulling my dick out in public,
Hell no.
It's like almost harassment.
It's a threat now. Yeah. Threatening someone.
Black dicks matter.
Deadly fucking weapon.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
So he said, so let me get this straight. You're in the lobby and you want to use the bathroom. And he goes, I don't believe it. I go, can I come up or not? Like it was like a booty call. And he was like stalling. So I go, let me up.
Yeah.
So then after that, he goes, just do that whenever you want. Just show up. I go, okay, because he's not like he's dying, but he bitches on air about how no one wants to do the show.
Right.
And then the fans tell me he's looking for guests, and if it's available for me, where you guys set up appointments. He still plays the game of like, I'm not going to shit on him, but he still plays the game of like, whoever wants to come by. Like, he doesn't book anything. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you know what it is too. It's difficult over there because a lot of people do the morning shows,
right?
Over there, and then they leave to do their other press.
Right.
They don't come back. You don't come back to a fucking place.
I know.
You're doing your rounds.
So it's it's obviously like because they got the Fox and Friends across the street, and they got NBC right up the street.
Everyone.
So I get the morning stuff, but then again, like, he's bitching about the afternoon. I'm like, give me the afternoon. I'll fucking take it. I don't know what they're paying him, but it's more than I'm getting at fucking Riotcast.
That's probably true.
So bitch all you want, Opie.
That's another fucking thing, though. I hear things. I know everything that goes on in this.
I love Opie, though.
Business now,
just for the record.
Well, yeah, me and him are pals.
Well, you guys are friends anyway.
Friends now. Oh well, look at this caller. Are we ready?
They're back from break. Yeah.
Oh, okay. There we go.
I think he's ambidextrous.
Opie.
Hi, Anthony. How are you?
I'm very well, sir. How are you today?
I'm good.
It's part of our court-appointed phone call sessions.
How many hours are left, Ant?
Oh, my God, right? No, absolutely a pleasure speaking with Opie. It's very nice that over the past a couple of months, this has kind of broken the ice and stuff, and I enjoy it thoroughly.
Well, what I'm thinking is, as soon as I feel secure about the new show, then I don't need to do these calls anymore.
That's it.
Because these assholes out there, you know what he's doing it, don't you?
But what's in it for Anthony?
Right. You know they still hate each other, but they need each other.
Oh, my God. It's been such a whirlwind year. I've actually spoken with Joe DeRosa.
Yeah.
And the other day, two nights ago, I had a great text back and forth for about 45 minutes with the great Bill Burr.
Wow.
I know.
That is outstanding. Mr. Burr's going to be a father, too. Did you talk about that with him?
Holy shit, I did not talk. We talked about the election.
Okay.
That was about it. But wow, a father. Oh, my
you didn't know that?
God. I did not know that. Holy shit.
Oh, man.
That's an interesting concept right there.
Why?
Because you hear about the stories of his dad and how he was with Bill.
Yeah.
Yeah, isn't it interesting, though? Parents can be either exactly like their parents were or completely the opposite if they think their parents were completely fucked.
I've decided to be the completely opposite guy, but I know that's just going to lead to brand new stupid things that I fuck them up with.
Brand new problems, right? I don't know. You know what? You need a cat. That's what I got. I don't care how he grows up. My cat's hilarious.
I love how you're spending the year mending bridges, and I'm spending the year blowing up bridges. Man, someday we'll all be on the same fucking page.
I noticed you didn't say kitten, and you said cat. So you don't mean start from scratch.
You haven't seen his cat?
No.
Oh, my cat's
he
just
has a cat. I'm saying he's suggesting a cat for you.
Oh, right.
And he didn't say get a kitten. He said get a cat.
No, I would definitely suggest getting a kitten, and don't adopt one. I know everyone goes adopt those poor things. You want someone else's fucking problem?
Yeah, no, you gotta get a brand spanking new one. But now the hater's gonna go with that. See, I told you he fucking hates Opie. Everyone knows Opie's allergic to fucking cats. He's suggesting he gets a fucking cat.
Y'all are reading way too much into this shit.
Oh, really? Are we?
Holy shit! No,
we're on fucking live. way crazy. Oh, the shit these guys pick apart. It's unbelievable.
I don't even understand.
No, I don't either.
There's no understanding it. There's absolutely no understanding it. It's just, it's something to do.
I'm flattered that people will waste that much time on my stupid life and radio shows.
I was in here a few months ago, and some of this stuff came up, and I forgot who brought up the term, but they said radio wars. And then I asked the question if there really were radio wars. Were there radio war reenactors?
Oh, that would be, yeah. Who clones, Robin? That's called a clone. How are things over there at Sirius XM Satellite Radio?
Oh, they are. Let me look down the hall. They are.
He's got a great new office. You should come over and see his wonderful new office.
Oh, have you heard? I'm now in the hallway.
I hear you have a windowsill.
Yeah.
It's pretty much a windowsill that is your office, but
that's true. Because Ron Bennington's in this studio before I get here. When I was doing the morning show, the studio was ours, so I felt like this was my lounge or office.
Right.
And you know that we gave up our office space years ago to everybody else. So now I sit I sit on a windowsill.
Holy shit. Yeah, I remember that. I didn't need an office because I would come in usually minutes after the show started, and I would leave right when the show ended.
Yeah, that's a good.
Who needs an office?
See? Yeah, I like it. Yeah, I have no problem with that. I'm adopting that same strategy. The one day a week I show up.
I'm starting to think that I'm being phased out.
Yeah, I saw. You're like the old version of the iPhone. They're not giving you the right updates. There's errors every so often. You just have to go down and get the new one every so often. What? Well, I saw your video and I was trying to read your lips. And I just couldn't figure out most of it. I saw a few things, but then I went and noticed a lot of people did read your lips and wrote down what they saw.
First of all, I made that video just to be an asshole. So when you're calling me an asshole, I'm like, thank you, because that's what I was going for.
As opposed to all the other videos, Ope.
Oh, this guy wants to talk about videos. I know of a few videos.
All right.
About
God damn.
This is
arms race.
Really good.
All right, that touche. That is a fucking good one.
We both have our fingers on the button.
Don't you dare either one of you push the fucking button.
Oh God, that's fucking funny.
What do you want to know? So I think I'm being phased out because, I bitched about, a place to sit before a radio show, and they're like, oh, God, no one has an office around here. I'm like, oh, okay.
What the fuck? No one has an office around here.
I'll continue sitting in the hallway. I'm sorry that I brought that to your attention.
Wow.
But basically, the channel's going away, and they're calling it Faction Talk.
Oh, so there's Faction, and then there'll be Faction Talk.
And they're bringing over Jason Ellis.
Oh, one of my favorites.
Yeah, a lot of people didn't like Jason Ellis, but now people are making believe they like Jason Ellis. I actually don't have a real problem with the guy, but
I know zero about this, and I'm happy.
You're happy.
Oh wow, Ope, we just popped up a picture of your office. It's a rolling chair by a window. It really looks like at any time you could just jump out that window.
Yeah, it's not a bad option.
I've seen him tap it on the glass. I've seen him test the temper of the glass.
I come in around 2:15, and I sit there with my guys to try to prepare for the show a little bit because I just need a place to sit before I do this.
And
right.
Sometimes they steal his chair, and he even has to find the chair.
Well, that's
Holy shit!
That's how fucked up this place is.
That's why I'm giggling.
Yeah, they're taking my chair on purpose because I made that my spot.
That's some people have equated it to Office Space with the guy with the stapler. It's like,
good old Milton.
Yeah,
Milton. Yeah, Ope, we're gonna need you to go ahead and move on into the hallway.
Yeah.
Do you see any of the brass like Scott or Donnie Wicklin or any?
Well, I told Scott I was leaving when he was taking the channel away because the channel is something that me and you built, obviously.
Yeah.
After you left, I mean. Besides all the bullshit, I also felt the responsibility to try to keep the damn thing going a bit. And now the whole thing's going away, and I'm like, man, I don't believe in what you guys are trying to do here. I'm out. And then he said something like, "What are you going to go do a podcast with Anthony?"
Oh boy.
So it's a little weird around here, to say the least.
I guess it's a little uncomfortable, but it's always been. If that's any consolation, I don't think I was ever comfortable with the satellite radio platform and the brass they put in place. When it was XM, it was a different animal, but when it turned into Sirius, it just became a very weird place to work.
Yeah, I think we enjoyed our years with XM a lot more.
Yeah, absolutely. I got the guys from OutQ over there at Sirius. They record their show here, and they just left, and they talk about what the fuck went on over there with them, and it's hilarious, commiserating.
Wait.
Sure, I bet.
Why the OutQ guys over there?
They tape their show. They use the studio and tape it.
Yeah, the focus group.
The focus group, it's called, and they come in, and it's just great. They're so nice and so gay. And they come out, and when they're done with the show, they just, hi, Anthony, hi. It's so sweet, and we love them.
All right. You get to hang out with Charles Nelson Riley.
Pretty much, yeah, that's pretty much it.
Are you talking about Derek and Romaine?
What's that?
Tim Bennett and John
Tim Bennett and John. I don't even know any of these people. So what? They got the boot from SiriusXM, and now they're doing it on their own, and they're recording at Anthony's place.
Yeah. So, but they said, the situation that they went through over there, it's whatever it is. But I don't fucking. I don't give a shit over there. Whatever's going on over there.
I'm just trying to figure out what's next. I'm not even going to make believe I'm not. So we'll see what happens in the new year. But what are you guys talking about today?
Today we got the guys from Delco Proper, Comedy Central are on. Tommy and Tim hanging out. And, of course...
Cool guys, by the way.
What's that?
I was just going to say they're cool guys. I had them on because of Ron Bennington.
Yeah, Ronnie B. That's who. Ronnie was on yesterday, and it was pretty fucking hilarious. He's just... You just can't get anything past him. He sees right through you.
Yeah, that's why I avoid him at all costs.
No, I grabbed him in the hallway yesterday and said, "We're going to smuggle you inside his overcoat and get you in here." Right. And I'm going to bring R.D. Lang in through the back stairs, and we're just going to sit here and watch the whole fucking building implode.
Yeah. You just feel like you can't get anything past the guy, and it's frustrating and very intimidating. Yeah.
Yeah, but I think I think he likes to deflect.
He's good either way, I'm telling you.
Because I think he doesn't want to be bothered with some questions himself.
Oh, yeah. He fesses up to that.
So you know that. Okay.
Yeah, he fesses up to that whole thing, and he'll definitely deflect. Yeah.
And he'll deflect in a way where you're like, oh, boy, I think I'm going to walk the other way instead of pass him in the hallway.
Yeah.
I'm like, you could see him 20 feet away and go, he knows everything I'm thinking right now.
He's very smart.
Yes.
Everyone here is pretty like-minded about the election and whatnot, but I could imagine over there, you must have seen some people on the verge of tears over there.
I don't really. One of my guys is saying yes. I don't wander around enough that I actually saw for myself, but I think some people were pretty distraught. I'm excited by this Trump guy now.
It's just amazing. Yeah, like what he's doing before he even has the gig is pretty amazing. I think it's going to be a fun at least 4 years.
Yeah, absolutely. Eric was saying what?
The women's bathroom was covered in Post-it notes. Like they did down in Union Square in the subway station. They put up those Post-it notes to express their feelings about the election.
So that's how you get it out?
Every girl here was posting on their Instagram that the photos of the woman's room with the mirrors and everything all covered in Post-it notes. And
I was going to ask how you knew. Were you pissing sitting down, you
Thank you, Jim Florentine. Remember you asked me about the changes around here at
Holy
Somebody around here is going through a change.
Yes. Transitioning Iraq.
Yes. Did you take a picture of the Post-it notes?
We call him Iraq.
She-Rock. Miss you too, man.
Oh, look at him. What a set of balls. I love it.
What were some of the notes on the Post-it notes?
You couldn't read it, but you just saw all these decorative Post-it notes and clips about Hillary and women's empowerment all over the wall.
Yeah, but the problem is the only reason Trump is the president is because the women didn't come out and vote for Hillary. Everyone knows that. Right, Ed?
They all thought she was going to get the women's votes, the black votes, the Hispanic votes, and no one. If you looked at everybody that wanted to vote for Trump, they were chomping to get out and vote for him. The people that voted for Hillary, they had to be pulled out of their houses, put on buses, and forced to vote for her. Who's going to fucking win at that point? Who's really got the upper hand? Yeah.
They thought they were going to give blood.
Yeah, they did. They dragged them out of their houses to vote. It had, aside from the news and the polls, every other indicator said that Trump was going to win this fucking thing.
I know. I wish I went with my gut, and then I got. I think we went over this already. I got scared and I said, "Nah, there's no way he's going to win this thing."
Yeah, I thought the fix was in totally. I wasn't even paying attention.
Right, but me and Vic, I think we were talking about yesterday or last week that I think it was Madonna. I don't want to ever agree with Madonna, but she said the reason Trump won is because women hate women, and it's that whole Mean Girls thing.
Wow, you know what? You could be right there. Girls really are kind of catty with the other girls, huh?
I agree, Ant. That's totally. There's a lot of legs to that argument.
When guys have a problem, they blow off a incredibly successful radio show, and then they don't talk for 2 years, and then. But women.
Oh, believe me,
women.
If it was women, we never would have spoken another word ever.
That's what I'm trying to get at. Yeah. If it was women,
no, it would be.
We would still not be talking.
It'd be Carrie Underwood. You'd be keying a car and burning down a city.
Right. Some vindictive shit. Yeah, they are vindictive like that. I think like when you have a president, like when Obama ran, you had black people proud that a black guy was going to be president, so they went out and voted, like a shitload of black people voted. But women are kind of like, oh, the first woman president? Well, who says she should be the first woman president? So
that's exactly what I know. I agree wholeheartedly. Yeah. You're 100% right.
Yeah, you don't get that camaraderie between women like that.
And then Trump was voted Man of the Year by Time.
I saw that, but then remember, back in, I think, 1938, so was Hitler. So
yes, he was.
I went with Pac-Man in the 80s. That was my favorite one.
Yeah. So, but then Trump.
Yeah, no, for real.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Well, that game was pretty popular.
Well, it's if you read the criteria, anybody can. Stalin, I think, was in there maybe.
Yeah. Trump was very proud of the Time magazine cover. He had a statement on it saying he was very proud. He grew up reading Time, and it's a great magazine. And then it said it wasn't the United States of America. It was the divided States of America, president of the divided States of America. And it's like, that's kind of a jab at him, I think.
Yeah,
that he's divisive, and I don't think he picked up on that. I think he just looked at the picture and was very happy.
I think everyone could agree this country is extremely divided right now.
Crazy.
Maybe even more than the Obama years. I think we're heading toward even more divisive.
I think so, but I don't care. I'm just able to say, Trump president, nah! Oh, remember that one? Remember that? Obama president, nah! Oh.
I'm not gonna lie. I mean, Obama drove Anthony nuts, and it kind of made me chuckle inside.
Anybody driving anybody nuts makes me it tickles the shit out of me.
But it's over now, and Anthony is free. He's a free man.
I am free. I am free to fly like a bird. It is amazing. It's a lot of fun. I think this guy is going to be an animal. I think he's going to be on Air Force One, constantly winging around the world, getting face to face with a lot of people. I don't think you're going to see him disappear from the news for 2 weeks. I think he's going to be working, doing things. And I honestly think you're going to see the least vacation time ever taken by a president. This guy can't stop working. He loves it.
Yeah, you're 100% right.
That's one of the most interesting things, and I agree. And it's funny to me, no matter who the president is, they always bring out in the past 40 years, well, this fucker's taking more time off than anybody we've ever seen.
Right.
And if you usually check the days, it hasn't mattered if it's been a Democrat or a Republican.
Yeah,
they take a lot of goddamn vacations. Yeah. And one of the first things I thought of on like December 11th was what Ant just said. I'm like, ooh, I wonder if they'll be able to hammer him on the vacation things because he's so not that.
I don't know what this guy likes to do when he's not insulting people. Golf.
he hasn't.
I don't think he even likes playing golf.
No, he likes building golf courses, but he doesn't really like playing golf. He likes to fucking work. That seems to be like every president after they're elected, after that rigorous, grueling campaign, they fucking disappear. They take a vacation. This guy went right up into Trump Tower and he's accepting guests and dignitaries and appointments.
The leader of Pakistan.
Yeah.
The guy hasn't fucking. He's accepting phone calls. Taiwanese phone calls that annoy the Chinese.
With no Cliff's notes. He doesn't even have the State Department sitting there.
Don't even know.
Crib sheet. No, I don't. Fuck that shit. I'm ad-libbing.
I don't even know the guy's name, but that Taiwanese guy must have been like, "Holy fuck, is this great? They're gonna piss off China to no end."
It's just. Well, obviously you didn't know the guy's name because it's a woman.
Oh, really? Thank you. I was about to make that correction.
Oh, boy. They all look alike. Who are you kidding?
Yeah, but who would know? Like that's one of those things as president-elect that who the fuck would know you're not supposed to take a call from Taiwan because you might piss off China? Like, who fucking knows that? It's ridiculous. Not Trump.
All the way, I thought it was like a birthday. You're just calling me to congratulate.
Right, congratulations. And they lose their fucking minds. I don't know.
I know I'm not supposed to be taking any more phone calls from Anthony.
Yeah, look at that. Fucking the back hall. The back hall is getting all annoyed.
I do know that much.
So.
I don't know about politics, but I know basic shit.
I think between the two of y'all, we can get enough equipment and do this fucking show in the lobby.
It's easy.
Probably could.
Do this anywhere nowadays.
Absolutely.
What was I going to tell you? Fuck.
That's the.
There was something about Trump. Oh, I wanted. Last week, Pat Duffy called because it was the 10th anniversary of the baby bird.
Baby bird. 10 years since all that vomit went right into his face, huh?
With Joe Rogan and Bill Burr was in studio, and of course Pat from Menaki was puking all over Pat Duffy. Then we went down memory lane. It was crazy. And then I texted you at a wrong fucking number because I wanted you to call in that day.
Oh, I remember doing that myself once.
Oh, off your goddamn heads off!
Holy shit! Oh my God! I don't even know.
You were texting Jimmy that day, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, it was
not crazy.
Oh, there was a lot of frustration there in that whole building, wasn't there? Wasn't there?
Oh boy, was there! I know. What do you mean was?
I only felt coddled and covered with love every time I was down there.
Yeah. That's
Seriously, because I just got to walk in here. I didn't give a shit. The comedians always liked it. We didn't care. We felt we were in the good place.
No, I mean, for the most part, me and they were like professional about it.
Yeah, I didn't see y'all like girl fighting in the hallway.
I mean, there were times it was, but in general, we try to keep it, pretty positive in the room.
Yeah, absolutely. Right? Hey, Vic, you enjoying my fucking chair, Vic? You prick.
I'm not in your chair. I'm not in your chair, and I'm not. And the answer to that, no, never.
First of all, no one really wants to sit in that area. But when the studio was redone, I purposely made sure that your chair isn't really there because it's not right.
Yeah, it was a little. I noticed.
The spot was right here. Yeah, people don't know that. I purposely it's moved over.
Like a little. To keep that fucking memory away.
Because I knew no one would want to sit in your actual seat. These guys didn't want to do that.
Except
Sometimes
Sherrod.
he puts a little candle on there and lights it and just stares at it.
Yes, a little.
There you go.
A little free bird,
simple man.
Leave it empty like the Jews do on Passover or something.
The famous Freebird. There's only one man that could sing this next song, and he's not here today.
Oh, God.
So we're just going to shine a light on this
God.
microphone stand and put a hat on it, and then let the fucking crowd sing the song.
Is that what they do? Dude, I went to I went to the Garden and saw Billy Joel the other day, and it was just, because you're from Long Island, it was awesome. And did you hung out with him one night?
Well, first of all, I met him for the first time at BAB when I was an intern. He was sitting right next to me for one of those Charity Begins at Home, and he was working the phone bank. But, I absolutely was drinking wine with him at that club in Huntington, the Paramount, for an STP show.
Oh, right, that was it. Yeah, I couldn't remember when or where it was, but...
You've been there, right?
Oh, yeah, I've been in that place.
Paramount is such an amazing venue, and they're so cool over there, so I want to see STP. And they put me in the behind the soundboard, this sort of VIP area, kind of. And next thing you know, I'm just hanging out with Billy Joel because his daughter was there for STP. And we're just chit-chatting and clinking our glasses and having a good old time. I mean, just ballpark, to be completely honest. I'm not going to oversell it. But it was definitely fun.
You didn't know him from back in the day, Ant? You never met him down through the
No,
years?
I never got to meet him. We went to the Garden and saw him last week, and it was amazing. The motherfucker, first of all, every song is a hit. That's, a given. And his voice is still right there. Right there.
Right.
Very, very cool. I know Billy Joel isn't like something for everybody, but like I said, the guy had a lot of radio hits, man. So he had to be doing something right.
I don't see how you could walk in there and not walk out just not going, that was fucking a kick-ass good time.
Yeah,
how do you walk away from that sad? It's just fucking amazing.
You don't have to sell that. You got to just respect Billy Joel. Whether you love him or hate him, you got to respect the guy. Holy fuck.
Oh, did you hear Opie saying respect? What a listen to the music.
You don't respect anyone.
Oh, what is he going to start dancing to Uptown Girl?
He's going to do the rap from Can't Stop the Fire. Oh, God. Anyway, what was the other thing? Oh, we had Bernard Hopkins in here yesterday.
Yeah.
Remember how talkative that guy was?
Oh, shit. All right. Yeah.
I'm jarring your memory bank.
Yes.
You know how you just say hi and then he goes off for the next.
Oh, my God. Yes, there was not getting a word in edgewise.
So.
That
went nowhere.
I stopped to take a deep breath.
They still had chemistry.
Yeah, they got chemistry. Oil and vinegar. Or wait, water. Shit. I fucked up. I suck.
Yeah. You caught it, though. You caught it before you finished the sentence.
Yeah.
That counts.
Yeah, let me get the Delco proper guys up here. And you and Mr. Henley have a great rest of your afternoon.
You too,
what time is your show till?
6.
Oh shit. Okay. So you're 3 to 6?
Yeah,
right.
3 to 6. What are you?
I'm 4 to 6.
Ha ha ha.
Oh, we're competing against.
Can I come down and be on your show?
We're competing. Ooh. Vic, you're always. If Opie allows you, you could come down here.
No allowing. Fuck you. What the fuck? I've never played that game. No, there's no allowing.
Oh my God.
Never played that fucking game.
No, I gotta come do it. I want to come do it. When you were out there in Purgatory, it was hard for me to take 3 trains and a dog sled team to get out.
I know. Yeah, it's much easier here in.
Now you're in town, yeah, certainly. I do want to come down.
The Garment District, as it were. Cool, man. Always a pleasure, man. Very cool talking to you. A lot of fun.
I think I'm running into Keith very, very soon.
I hear tell of something. I don't know. There he is.
Yeah.
He's over there.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm going to go talk to Keith.
Yeah.
All right, see you tomorrow.
All right, man.
You want to go?
You want to go?
Want to go, Vic? All right, Ant.
All right,
Say hi to everyone over there.
Take it easy, man. Have a good one. And Vic, take it easy. I'll see you soon.
Oh, wait, buddy. Yes, I'll be in touch.
I said happy holidays, but I think I'm seeing you before then.
All right.
Whatever. Merry Christmas to
yes.
Whatever.
Merry Christmas to you and yours.
Yeah.
All right. Take it easy, Opie.
All right.
There he goes. Opie. It's always, I tell you, we have had our shit, and we have really, had our shit. But it is always fun yapping with that motherfucker. He got a few good ones in. Yeah, look who's talking about videos. God, that was just fucking scorching. Let's bring up Tommy and Tim. Delco Proper, ComedyCentral.com. How you doing, gents? Sorry for the delay, but
Watch that all day.
Just 20 years of radio being
we're gonna ruin it.
Yeah, rolled over there.
That was awesome. And you were like, "We gotta go." I was like, "Stay with Opie. Don't switch over to us."
It's so weird because 20 years we were working together.
Yeah,
and you just get used to it. It becomes kind of a thing, and it becomes your life, And then it's done, and there's the animosity and bullshit. and then you just kind of, all right, well, that was a part of my life, and then you just move on.
You got it out of your system.
Yeah,
you got the venom out.
There definitely had to be venom let out of the system. You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
On both parts, and on all parts. Jimmy, too, and little Sammy Roberts.
And now the healing begins.
Yes, now the healing begins. And it is funny, because what Opie said, that I'm the one building the bridges, and he's just blowing them up.
Oh, yeah, no. He sounds like he's trying to talk himself out of a job.
Yeah. It's well, he's only under contract.
Maybe you'll be 3 to 6
October.
soon. Yeah.
Maybe. He's under contract till October and doesn't really see any need to re-sign.
Oh man.
So he's looking at other options.
Yeah.
And
in the meantime, you guys are just being very generous with hints about the future.
We're very, we talk a lot. We get along now. It's nice professionally. I haven't seen, honestly, we haven't seen each other. We haven't hung out, gone to dinner or anything like that yet. But it's what it is. It's a process.
It's fun. It's fun to watch, fun to listen to.
It is interesting because there was so much. But I know him better than I know anyone. And I believe the same about me. I think he knows me very well. So even through all the shit we gave each other, we knew, like, all right, really? We did 20 years of radio, very successful. And what? I'm an asshole? You're an asshole? Yeah, we know.
Yeah.
Like, that's...
On the other hand, you know how to push each other's buttons just...
It was just all that little... I left one thing out. And it wasn't because it was too mean or anything. It just was like a timing thing. It didn't work out. But when he said, I left, I wanted the studio to be like it was. And I was like, oh, after your roller painted over my name. But, I couldn't figure it out.
I felt nostalgic watching, just listening to you guys together, man.
Yeah, it really was. Like, the fucked up thing, too, is it's like that. Like, it just
works.
Boom.
Yeah.
It's not like this weird, awkward... shit, like, hey, how you? It's just
on paper, it should be awkward.
Yeah, it should be very awkward.
Yeah,
but it was really.
He's still there, and you kind of like.
Yeah.
The solo work. You know what I mean?
Tossed out and had to
awkward. No.
improvise a parachute like James Bond.
Yeah. I'm happy about it.
No, I'm definitely look. I love hate more than anybody. I love to hate, but. There's certain grudges with friends and people you've worked with and things that just aren't good for you. When I walk down the streets of Manhattan and there's people I don't know, I love hating them based on nothing but the way they look, the way they sound, the way they're acting, what they're saying and shit like that. I love it. But people like, Opie and Billy Burr and stuff like hearing from Bill and talking to him was fucking cool as shit. That Joe DeRosa too, we had our run-in and that, and all of it stemmed from me being fired. Like that was the catalyst for all that bullshit. Because I never have problems with people. I'm not that guy like that has to mull things over with people because you've been shitting on each other. And then when that happened, it kind of just there's only one asshole, and that's Danny Ross. And that's all.
You
and
only
that
hate people that are named Danny. Remember that.
And that yes, I stay away from anyone named Danny, regardless of how it's spelled.
An I at the end. Who gives a shit?
Right? I could give a shit. I don't want any of them in my life. We played the video the other day. If you want to play it again, so people can get a little refresher on here. Opie was leaving after his show at SiriusXM Satellite Radio, and there's half of the whole building that is dedicated to Howard Stern. The Howard Stern logo. It's Black Power, by the way. I don't know. I ripped off the Negroes, Robin. Black Power, Howard Stern. And half the building is his. So Opie's walking past, and the timing is incredible because this dumb cleaning lady who, could you pause it for a second? The dumb cleaning lady, watch this. It just shows you how little assimilation goes on with immigrants. Now, look, I don't know this woman from a hole in the wall. I assume, and I'm going to assume based on the fact that two people have blonde hair, so I must be fucking my niece. No, I'm going to make an assumption here This woman is a foreign-born person. I think I could safely assume that. And I'm saying I might be wrong, but I'm going to make assumptions here. She has absolutely no knowledge who Howard Stern is. Doesn't know, doesn't care. Because if she knew, she would not have let Greg Opie Hughes pass that fucking door. But what incredible, like, this is movie timing. He walks up, the cleaning lady's there. He tells her, I forgot my key. She beeps him right in. Beeps him right the fuck in. Check it out.
Get a picture of me, get a picture of me over there just yanking on it.
It's a no Opie zone.
Get me over there and yank on it.
The forbidden zone. Let's see if we can go in there. Come on.
Oh,
God. Oh, no, please, no. No. Could you let me in there? I forgot something. You got a key? Thanks.
Why would she do this? This is
I'm
like...
in control. I'm just taking a look.
Now he is in an area he is abso-fuck-lutely not supposed to be in. Especially him, by the way. Especially him. Because anyone else goes in there, they're fucking doomed. Opie going in there is fucking like, he is so persona non grata. That's it. Do you have the rest of that? Was there the rest of it where...
It just stopped. I will try to find the rest.
Because security...
I think he streamed it live on YouTube and then deleted it.
The internet's forever,
I'll try to look, though.
It's out there somewhere, I'm sure. But security comes over and tells him to get out of there. And then he told a story on the air about how he had a 45-minute long conversation with Scott Greenstein and just got yelled at. They were talking about breaking and entering, like it was a crime that he went in there. They're wondering, management is wondering what other offices he's gone into where he wasn't supposed to be. It's all ridiculousness. It's just ludicrous to think like I've known Opie 20 years, over 20 years. That's just what Opie does. Like Opie will see something like that and just take the opportunity. He's not in a cat burglar costume at night ransacking the offices of SiriusXM satellite radio. Oh, one time at WAAF up in Boston, we broke into the boss's office and stole Aerosmith tickets and then gave them away on the air the next day. Hey, we're breaking into the boss's office. We're outrageous. Oh, boy. Yeah, it was a while ago. But it's silly to think that it was anything but Opie just fucking around. If anyone has a problem with it, it would be Stern. A bunch of people are kind of talking about how much trouble Opie will get into because of this. Will he get fired? I personally, knowing the situation, knowing Stern, knowing Sirius and stuff, I don't think Howie would want to make a big deal of it. This is the rest of it?
Yeah, I'm doing it
Got pretty far back.
Here, he's going to call you out. Here comes somebody.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Look at Sherrod's like, I don't want to fuck my shit up. Sherrod was the first one out.
Thank you.
And Kenny. Where's Kenny? You shouldn't have done that, GH.
Nah, she'll be all right. She doesn't speak
English. GH. That could be trouble for all of us. Sherrod's like, once again, a white man going to get me in trouble.
You've been in there. I hadn't seen it. He was trying to show it to me. I was just trying to show you, Vic.
Oh.
Yeah, I wanted to see it. Yeah, you know, we weren't going to do anything.
We weren't going to do anything.
You did say no. Except jeopardize the lady's job.
Oh, Jesus
She willingly
Christ.
opened it.
I know. All right. There you go. That's so they're wondering. I don't think Stern would want to draw any attention to this, to tell you the truth. If Stern got like if Opie did get the boot for this, you'd never hear Stern's name. It would come from management. They would say that there was a insubordination. They would call it insubordination, something like that, you know. And that would be that. But I don't think so. I don't think he'll get the boot for this. What? Hello?
Hey, Anthony, what's up?
Opie, you
Hold on,
trespasser.
I got Opie on the phone. What's going on?
You're a trespasser. Dude, I've been laughing my ass off over this fucking story. Oh, for a second, I thought you were on regular radio. Holy shit.
Soon.
I said the fuck word. I've been laughing my ass off at this story because they're making a huge deal of something you've done over the years 1,000 times. You see something, you go, hey, let's check that out. And then you just trot out, and shit is done. Like they're making this seem like the Brinks job.
Opie Gate. Well, it's not over. They basically told me it's in the lawyer's hands.
Oh no! I've never heard that before.
And they said it was breaking and entering. They also said that they got to now make sure that I haven't been breaking into offices all these years.
What the fuck? Are you a cat burglar? What are you? You're in there? I could see Opie scaling the side of Sirius XM with a glass cutter in a circle, committing the perfect crime.
Yeah, and he's got those suction cup things.
Yeah, suction cups. What?
I honestly don't care if I get fired. That's the truth. But I don't want it to end this way, because I was saying the other day with me and Anthony, it was like, fired for saying the mayor of Boston died in a fiery car accident. Fired because a couple had sex at St. Patrick's Cathedral. Opie was fired for trespassing.
Trespassing?
Area for 10 seconds.
On Howard Stern's studio. Yeah, for 10 seconds.
Oh, my God, it can't end this way.
Now, how is your accomplice doing? She was cleverly disguised as a cleaning lady.
It's a cleaning lady. Yeah, that's the other half of the story.
It was Mission Impossible.
Yeah, it really was. That was perfect timing. Like, she was in the perfect spot. She didn't know anything she didn't know who Howard Stern was. That could have been a broom closet to her. She didn't care. She just opened it right up for you.
Well, you know the deal. I mean, I go live after the show, do a little post show. So we're live on YouTube. It was YouTube. And then I'm like, oh, let's take a look at the door. We walk down to the door. Then she's right there. And then I go, hey, I left something in there. Could you let me in? And then when she said sure and swiped, and all of a sudden the door opened, what are you going to do?
You gotta go.
In, right? Okay.
You gotta go.
I did tell the boss.
I can't believe that this is like that it's to this level. This is insane.
I told Scott Greenstein, I'm like, look, if I wasn't live, then I wouldn't feel the pressure, and then at that point, I probably would have turned and walked away.
You walked in a fucking room. That's all you did.
Not even the room.
Hallway.
Not even the room.
What the fuck,
He walked in a hallway.
Right.
Yeah, but the fucking stench of Opie in that hallway.
Oh, shit, it's Rich Voss.
Isn't Voss a treat? He's a national treasure, this Voss.
It's like when they drink the fizzy lifting fluid in Willy Wonka. Third studio now needs to be sterilized. Good day, sir.
I mean,
yeah, what harm did they think was done that warrants this type of a reaction?
It's a lot of sensitivity to Howard, isn't it? Isn't
Yeah.
it a lot of sensitivity to Howard?
You know what it reminds me of? Oh, remember in Private Parts when he went to see Imus and Imus just opened the door and went, "Fuck off."
Yeah. They're really pissed off.
Yeah, I've read.
I'm like, look, I understand it was wrong, but it's also just silly and we're just being goofy. I'm like, what do you think I was going to do in there?
Right.
I took a little peek. People that listen to this radio show loved it. They're like, it's like a holy shit moment. And then that's it. What are you going to do?
It's a thing. And it's like I said, it's something you've always done. Like, if you see an opportunity like that, you're going to do it. We've seen it in the past. It's not a surprise.
Right. How many times over the years did you go, oh, fuck.
Oh, fuck.
Why does he want to do this?
It usually ended with a Bob Eatman phone call. I'm looking at, I have never seen an English publication like the Daily Mail put out a story this long since Victory Over Europe. This fucking story, it goes on and on about this breach of security.
They even threw Levy in the story at the end.
Yeah, I thought I was over it, and then you know how this goes. And then something hits, and you're like, I guess we're not over this yet.
But isn't there kind of an excitement when you see it being written about overseas?
If I skate, it's great. It's great for me.
Yeah.
The problem over the years is we've always gotten the amazing press, but we're fired and can't do anything with it.
Yeah.
It's because of the press?
Yeah, man, all the big fucking things we did over the years. It is. We got amazing press, and if we were able to stay on the radio,
it would have been great.
Events, our ratings would have been through the roof, and everybody would have made a shitload of money.
Yeah.
I know I'm saying nothing new, but it is a Led Zeppelin stealing their songs level of heartbreak to me to know how hypocritical Stern truly is. It's fucking
crazy.
That's DeRosa.
I don't know what this Joe DeRosa is talking about. I just met him today. This guy's outrageous.
And where do you find time to call into the show between calling synagogues?
I get it. Those stories. You know I love the Jews, Rich. I live amongst the Jews. They're my favorite people.
Yeah, it's a joke. I'm just, we're comedians here. Well, there's a comedian here.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Hey, Opie, I've heard some rumors, though. Is it true now that Boy Gary was pouring plaster in your footprints to get the evidence needed for conviction?
I think they're going to do a whole Get Smart system for Howard now with a whole bunch of doors.
Oh, just a bunch of...
Yes. What was that, the beginning of Get Smart?
Yeah.
Doors?
It's so ridiculous.
Better, but you get the point.
Hey, that was a pretty empty studio over there. It didn't seem very festive.
What do you mean?
When you went in there, no one was there.
Yeah, it was like
he's on vacation,
and it was 6:30 at night, right?
See, here's the problem.
Oh, he was on vacation.
Well, I mean, he's mostly on vacation.
Mostly,
But he was on vacation last week. He's on vacation this week. So I guess I'll know something when he gets back. I'm hoping he has a sense of humor. What's the big fucking deal?
In the lawyer's hands? That's such fucking horse shit.
What?
I didn't see the video. So you walked into the hallway and then you turned around and walked out, right?
Sherrod goes, there's the forbidden area, whatever. Right. So I'm like,
Sherrod taking you on.
So then we walk to the door, and then the cleaning lady just happens to show up, and I'm like, hey, I left something there. Could you open up the door? And there she is opening up the door.
Oh, what a great video! I'm watching it right now.
And then we go down. There's all sorts of wow. He loves himself. There's plenty of Howard Stern posters on the wall. My God. And then I get to the first turn. You could go left or continue going straight, and then a security guard goes, hey! And then I turned around immediately. I think that...
Sherrod has a backpack!
Oh, yeah.
Dude.
And then we left right away. I felt bad that I got the cleaning lady involved.
I will say
the company did assure me she's fine and she's not going to lose her job.
Thank God. I might be fired, but thank God the toilet cleaning woman is okay. Did they give her own show?
I'm not going to lie. I was hoping for some assurance for my gig, but they assured me she's okay.
Yeah. They assured you could be a cleaning person there too.
Right, but I did bring in a nice bag of Godiva chocolates as an offering.
That's nice.
Her 16 children when she's unemployed.
Oh, I hope Stern makes you wash down the walls with a toothbrush.
What are you going to do?
They should just put a chunk of the Berlin Wall right in that doorway, because that really the segregation in that fucking building when it comes to Stern's side of the building is so childish.
Opie, which water fountains are you allowed to use?
But they don't. See, look, Howard has all the power around here, and everyone is scared of that shit. So obviously, this is still a problem. I mean, he's got this massive area. I sit in a hallway next to windows, but you saw me today, Rich. Yes. That's how I prepare for the show these days, in a hallway, looking over Times Square. And I never really got over the fact that I wasn't allowed to come to work until he passed by.
Yeah,
that's kind of crazy.
It's insane. So this was one of those. Now look what happened.
Does he have an elevator for his car to take him right up to the studio?
I don't want to talk about it.
Hey,
No, I kind of like it.
Yes, Anthony.
Boy, I did the wrong fucking movie.
Didn't we do that to Carol Miller, though?
Yeah, but
didn't we make
that.
Carol Miller stay in the break room until we passed by?
But the truth of that is that they set that up.
Yeah, no, I remember that, and it was so goofy. It was more of a joke than anything because we liked any confrontation that we had with Carol if she would poke her head out because she would always say something.
No, what happened with Carol Miller? I mean, there was. In the end, I respected her because she hated us to our face. The rest of those people around there were doing all their shit behind our backs, but she confronted us, and I respect that after I had some time to think about it.
Right. Yeah.
But it was getting so ugly that I want this story told properly, that management actually set it up where they said, look, it would be better if you waited in the mailroom until Opie and Anthony passed by, and then you could go and do your shift.
Yeah.
In the mailroom? Because you know how everything is spun, like, oh, see what they made her do? No. Management actually set that thing up.
Yeah, no, I was just fucking around. DeRosa's there too?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh shit, Joe. Yeah,
you didn't know it was me.
No, at first I'm like, I heard.
Public.
Well, obviously I knew it was either Voss or fucking Sylvester the Cat.
Exactly. You knew I wasn't Vic Henley because I haven't told 6 10-minute stories. Damn it. Sorry, I fucked it up.
Stuttered to a 2-second story.
Do I stutter?
No, I didn't say stutter like that.
Yes, you did.
Do I stutter?
No, I didn't.
Hey,
Joe,
what's
Joe.
going on? Yeah, hey, man.
I'm gonna see you tonight at the after party for the Patrice thing, man.
Yes, absolutely. I'm very, very excited to see you, dude.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Really long fucking time. And
there's a lot of bridges being mended around here. You know, I think we need to burn a few new ones.
Just as Opie gets tossed out of the building, Anthony and I have our first reunion hang.
Oh shit!
The love of the room. My God,
building friendships off of Opie's corpse.
I could throw an atomic bomb into the whole thing by bringing Eastside Dave in. Shit.
Holy shit.
Well, it certainly sounds like you're continuing with the calamity that goes on over there at SiriusXM. I couldn't believe it when I read this story that 10 pages long. I can't believe they are this petty over there still. I love how Sherrod fucking bolted first. He was out of there so fast.
Great body language on Sherrod.
Oh, yeah.
He knew right away it was going to be a problem.
Yeah, he knew there was going to be an issue, and he wanted no fucking part of it.
It's like he's been in some situations in the past.
Yeah, he could have been.
He's in the elevator. You're still standing next to the stern fist. As Sherrod's already on the elevator going downstairs.
And now Kenny looked very serious. What was his take on the whole thing?
Yeah, he knew it was wrong. The security guard knew it was wrong. I just feel bad that I don't know, included the cleaning lady in my shenanigans.
Yeah, it was one of those things, man. That was like one of those things that happen in a movie when someone goes to rob a bank and it just works out perfectly. Like,
does it work out perfectly?
She was right there. Well, they get arrested at the end.
All right.
Yeah, but you don't go to jail for shenanigans, do you? You fucking just say you're shenanigans.
That's shenanigans.
Well, you're a real fucking criminal, you are.
You want me to bring up Jimmy Johnson again?
No.
Yeah, sometimes horseplay gets you in trouble. You know, Rich? And shenanigans.
Do you know anything about NASCAR?
Jesus fucking Christ. Yeah, Ant.
Let me take this for a second. Do you know anything about NASCAR, Anthony? Cool.
A little bit.
Do you know who Dale Earnhardt Jr. is?
Oh, hell yeah.
Do you know who Jimmy Johnson is?
Yes.
As a driver?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Voss said he asked about Jimmy Johnson
to Dale Earnhardt.
To Dale Earnhardt, the ex-Cowboys coach.
Oh my God!
That Jimmy Johnson is the Jimmy Johnson in that.
Yeah.
Don't let these tattoos fool you. I don't know anything about NASCAR.
That's hilarious.
73 years old. Rich thinks the guy is jumping into fucking NASCAR. Clothing.
Oh my God. Rich Voss.
Rich struggled with the name and said to Dale Earnhardt Jr., he said, who's the guy that was the coach that used to coach in the NFL? And apparently there is a former NFL coach who's been dabbling in racing, who used to be
Joe Gibbs.
Joe Gibbs.
Owned or does own a team, whatever.
And Earnhardt says Gibbs, and he says no, the old coach Jimmy Johnson, and there's just a fucking dead silence.
You know, Mario Andretti is cooking down in fucking Little Italy. Is he?
Who played? You know who was good as Sonny was Madeline Kahn. Wasn't she good? I like some of Richard Petty's songs.
I love that Free Falling by Richard Petty.
Like the worm in Beetlejuice.
God, you slipped it in. Anthony heard it. It almost got away, but Anthony heard it.
Holy shit, that's hilarious.
Hey, your facility was quite nice there, Anthony.
Yeah, I love the setup here. Things seem to be going good. Yeah, I missed. I was doing Kennedy on Fox News when you were here with Keith, but yeah, it's pretty cool. It's fully functional.
Hey, how did you get Kennedy?
Oh, shut! With a shot to the head.
Oh, fuck. Oh my God.
Yeah. All right. Cool, man. I'll whoever's going to be at the Patrice thing, I'll see them there tonight at the benefit. You going, Hope?
Maybe actually.
Yeah, I'll be there. That'll be cool. Shake your hand.
I told someone it's so weird because we started talking October 4th or whatever it was, and we still haven't seen each other in person.
Well, last year during the benefit, because I host these things, I go, tonight we have two special guests that are going to come out, and the fucking crowd went nuts. I go, psych.
Hey, Rich, they were just happy that you would have been leaving the stage.
Wow. Look at that. I'll tell you. And I'll see you. I won't be at the benefit because I have shows, but I'll see you at the party after.
Yeah, all right, cool, man. All right, if you're there, I'll see you there. If not, we'll hook up at some point. And good luck with this fucking bullshit.
You've been through it a million times. You know the deal.
I gotta say, I'm real happy I'm not involved with this.
Anthony just sounds happy.
Happy. Because somebody else is suffering.
Whatever.
He's a fucking creep.
Whatever.
That's
fucking
getting
great.
All right, Ed.
All right, man. Take it easy, guys.
Right.
Later. There you go.
All right. It's me and you, E-Rock.
Oh, yeah, you.
Me and E-Rock.
Why are you leaning in to look down the hallway?
Huh? Oh, I'm sorry. What's going on with you?
You make it so obvious now.
What's going on with you, buddy?
Nothing.
Nothing?
Nothing.
So what do you think of the Barry Manilow news?
Obviously.
All saying everyone, I think everyone assumed, no?
No one knew. It was look at the way he dressed in the 80s. He had those big fucking disco shirts with the chest hair and the medallions. Way past when it was popular.
He's got those dick-sucking lips.
Okay. That's how you want to look at it?
And Tippy Tom was right the entire time. How does the story go? Because we're going to play the audio. Should we play the audio before we talk to Ant?
No, because that's going to take a little while.
Oh, all right.
We should talk to Ant first and then do that on the way out.
He'll help me out with that. Are you there, Anthony?
Oh, Bay.
What's going on, buddy?
What's happening? We were just talking about the Barry Manilow thing also, of course. We have a common factor in that in Tippy Tom.
Yeah, that was pretty amazing. Tippy Tom told the whole world, I think back in 2008, that Barry Manilow was gay. And I think Tippy Tom had sex with him, right? According to Tippy Tom's story?
That was the story, and I'm willing to believe it. He did bring up some evidence. He knew that Barry had a beagle named Bagel.
Right.
That was a big thing. And then we just found out from Garrett here that there was a fan club. There is still a fan club for Barry Manilow, and it's called Beagle. The Beagle Bagels. The Beagle Bagels is the name of the fan club, and it was formed in 1977. So that proves it right there.
Remember Tippy Tom would scream, he had a dog named Bagel.
Bagel named Bagel, and I used to have sex with Barry Manilow.
Right. Yeah, I got Carl, the Mad Cuban, and I got Sherrod in studio. I hear you have Ian Halperin today.
His Majesty Ian Halperin in studio here. And salutations, Opie. And let me tell you,
Yeah.
most people in Hollywood, they're gay. And I define gay, look, if they bi or, homo, whatever, they don't come out. I wrote a book about that in 2008, but you guys were way ahead of your time. Way ahead. Nobody wanted to. And Barry Manilow, it's like as I told Ann, it's like, a dog bites man type story. Like, come on, 37 years later, we all knew he liked cock.
Yes.
Well,
he did.
Well, no, Ian did not know, or he would have wrote a book about it. Ian, you had no idea.
Copies.
Huh?
No, who gives a shit?
I think everybody kind of knew
about Barry Manilow.
We were just talking about how the bit we used to do about Liberace. Well, Lee, have you found any women lately? Walking, Mike.
Wasn't it the Regis thing? When are you gonna settle down and get yourself a lady?
Yeah, when you gonna settle down? Well, Regis.
Wow. Right. Exactly.
With a fist on it.
Right. Hey, back then they just looked the other way, though. They all played the game.
Big deal.
Yeah.
He actually thought that fans wouldn't like if he came out and said he was gay. This is odd. I mean, we all understand that some people have to keep in the closet for their act or whatever. But really, Barry Manilow?
Yeah, no. I mean, or at least maybe 10 years ago, no, right?
No one cared back
10, 15 years ago, no one gave a shit.
I always thought he was gay.
Is there any girls crying today? The news came out.
That's a very good
see
question.
the tears on any girls' faces.
And he's getting his 15 minutes, and we'll all forget about him again.
Well, the funny thing is, back in 2008 with Tippy Tom, who was one of the funniest fucking guys that ever did the Opie and Anthony show, and he was horrendously homeless. He was in really bad shape, but his comedic timing was amazing. He sat in and told us this amazing story about Barry Manilow, how he used to walk his dog, and basically said that Barry Manilow's gay. And I remember, Ed, me and you looked at each other like, holy fuck, this guy is telling the truth. We just knew, right?
Yeah, it was so sincere. Like, it wasn't. You could tell it wasn't a story. I don't think Tippy Tom lied much.
No.
I think he really just blurted shit out, and it was always quite amazing. Remember that time I was just talking about that too, when he was in the hospital and we didn't even recognize his voice.
We talked about that recently.
Wow.
Yeah, because this very like, Tippy, I can't do it, but really grovelly, a man's voice. And then in the hospital when he cleaned up, when he would fall down all the time, and they were taking him to the hospital, and he was sober, he had let's just say it, he had the gayest voice you've ever heard in your life.
So gay, yeah.
We couldn't believe it was the same guy.
Really?
He's like, hi, Opie and Anthony. And we're like, what?
Hey, he finally ended up. How did he die? Did he fall? Did he take another spill?
I thought we knew. Didn't Keith tell us he fell down some stairs or something?
Yeah, I think some
Subway stairs got him in the end.
What?
Oh man.
He was amazing.
Yeah, gravity's always
fucking
rearing his
Widowmaker. It's goddamn gravity.
Lice, leg ulcers, and it turns out to be fucking
right.
Isaac Newton.
He's an apple in the sky now.
This guy was amazing for radio shows. Remember the time we cut his underpants off and he had petrified poo in his underpants?
What?
Wait.
See, Anthony, you tell the stories from the old days, and then the people around you they're surprised to hear it for the first time. I don't bring a lot of this stuff up because I assume everyone knows.
That me too. And then when I bring up certain stories from the old days, people are like, holy shit, I never heard that.
Yeah, they're giving me looks in the studio, but I don't know. We were off on a trip for a while there, and we cut his underpants off to see what was going on. Do you know why we decided to cut his underpants off?
How did you get to that?
How we got
I got so many questions.
his underpants off. I think just to see what they look like because they had to have been a disaster.
Right.
They were worse than we ever could have imagined.
Right.
This thing in there that looked like petrified wood. It was just as hard as a rock.
Oh my God! It looked like the floor at the Boston Garden.
Wait.
The fucking floor of the Boston.
we
it's just parquet all between his legs.
Dude, we actually, I think it was Pat Duffy or somebody pulled out the petrified poo and we dropped it from above and it made a loud noise on the table and did not break apart. And then we were hammering it on the table.
What?
It was pretty much a rock.
Dude, if I recall, didn't Pat do something disgusting with it?
Yeah, we were doing the homeless poo mustaches and
Oh my God! Oh my!
yeah.
Oh my! Oh God, no!
Well, because I did Rich Voss's baby diaper mustache when these fuckers surprised me one day. So then, of course, with the Opie and Anthony show, you always had to top it. Right. So then it was homeless poo mustache, and I believe Pat Duffy did that one.
Oh,
it was.
He took it. I think he needed a little water to soften it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like a child would draw a fucking hopscotch thing on the sidewalk. He kind of scraped it on his lip.
Oh my God!
Remember the Indian paint pots where you had to kind of lick your finger?
It's like a dude in solitary confinement would do this.
Yes. Yes.
Yes. Always something horribly disgusting. Speaking of walking down memory lane, yesterday I played the clip of Bernie Goetz in the studio when you smashed what he thought was his CD.
Yes.
Oh fuck!
Somebody showed me that. Yeah, they showed me that the other day.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. I wanted to ask you though. Do you remember what that CD even was?
Yes, I do.
His music, right?
Yeah, he would put music together on CDs.
Yeah.
I don't even think it was his own original music.
No.
I think it was music that was special to him.
Right.
So then we were all in on it. We distracted Bernie, and I did a switcheroo on the disc.
Oh, he got so mad.
So I smashed it in front of his face, and he goes, "You motherfucker!"
I was so pissed.
Just like that. Really?
This is the dude
Carl.
who shot niggas on the train.
You don't understand. He runs out of the studio because he brought a bag with him.
Oh no!
I swear to you, I'm like, holy fuck! Did this
It's
guy
on
bring
video.
a fucking gun into our studio?
He's known for
And
that.
I think, if I remember correctly, then we could see him out there, and he's just rifling through his bag, and I think he realized maybe he didn't fucking bring the gun with him that day.
Holy shit!
No,
All I was thinking was how much publicity we'd get if we got shot by Bernie. That would have been. We'd have gotten some ink.
Oh boy, that was the early days of XM. We needed the ink. We needed the publicity. One of us should have taken a shot to the thigh.
From Bernie Goetz.
We were talking to like 5,000 people back then.
These motherfuckers pissed off Bernie Goetz on purpose.
But how he said motherfucker, I'll never forget it. You motherfucker. The security video's online. You could see him just fucking pissed and then running out of the studio trying to find something.
Then he run over toward you first, looking like trying to get the DVD.
Yeah,
He was mad.
Yeah, one of our guys got in the way, which was pretty awesome.
Oh my God!
Hey,
it was E.
Was it E?
E-Rock.
Oh, that one of those guys is E-Rock.
I stood in front and then pushed. I'm standing like this, keeping Bernie from attacking Opie.
Oh, look, I'm no dummy.
My God.
Yeah,
He was
It's going to take him a while to get around E-Rock. Let me pay around that.
He was exhausted.
We got the security footage up now. We'll tweet it out. That was scary.
That is really fucking a funny bit. Holy shit.
E-Rock found the audio of Tippy Tom in the hospital. So for the people that never heard Tippy Tom, which I find crazy, but you guys never heard him on the radio?
No.
Really, and do his voice really fast. Sorry to put you on the spot.
Tom would sound like this and say, I used to go out with Barry Manilow and walk his dog named Bagel.
That's exactly right. That's pretty right on. So then he some incident, he's in the hospital, he's clean and fucking sober. So we take a call from his hospital bed, and I swear this is the same guy.
Okay.
Tippy Tom. How are you doing, Tom?
Hi, how are you?
How are you feeling?
Oh, I'm feeling like $1 million now. I'm telling you, everything's just going fine. Now, can you please explain to me which one am I talking to?
Holy shit.
Holy.
Did you hear that, Ant? You heard that, right?
Oh my God, I love that. Which one am I
Hi.
He sounds like Birdcage.
But his voice when he was drinking was completely different.
Totally different, his attitude, everything. And then he's like, which one am I talking to?
Now, did he fuck with Barry Manilow? Like, did they bump dicks?
We're going to play the audio after, we talked to Ant. I believe I think he told us he was a hustler back then, right, Ant?
Yeah, he was some kind of a male escort, and Barry used him quite a lot, and he used to go to his townhouse in New York City, and they would, romp, and like Opie said, he'd have to walk his dog, I guess. But yeah, they were fucking.
According to Tippy Tom, he told us dead serious, like, this is the story I have to tell you guys today, and we went, oh my God! But the press never picked it up because they're like, who's going to believe a homeless guy? Right. And now 9 years later, it's coming out.
How did AIDS stay away from Barry Manilow? The 70s, the fucking, fucking, he must have known if he's getting, like, Tippy Tom as an escort.
He was
must have been
everything.
Yeah, he must have been fucking everything.
Yeah, how's Tippy Tom not having?
I think Tippy Tom was HIV positive, right?
Oh.
Yeah, we're rubbing his poo on our fucking faces.
You can't get it that way. I took 2 Bayer aspirin.
You'll be fine.
We're just playing with his poo. That's so gross.
Good old HIV poo.
I wouldn't be surprised if Manilow and Magic Johnson are drinking buddies.
You think they have the same cocktails at their...
This is the dude they thought wasn't gay.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Gay Power Ranger.
His hip is way up in the air in that photo.
God almighty.
What the fuck?
Oh, Tippy was all in that ass.
We had Tippy Tom. We gave him a prostate exam.
What?
Dr. Steve.
What?
Yeah.
Dr. Steve, we wanted to... Well, we like checking the health of our guests sometimes. So Dr. Steve was in, and he put a finger up Tippy's ass, and actually he said his prostate was quite healthy.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. Dr. Steve was pretty impressed.
I guess Tippy Tom is a top then. He's on the bottom if his asshole's looking fine.
Unbelievable.
You want to hear?
Yeah, he was probably a bottom. They called him Golden Buns. That was his.
He's a bottom.
You want to hear that?
Golden Buns.
You want to hear Tippy Tom getting a prostate exam? We got that clip
let's
too.
do it.
Let's hear that.
All right, E-Rock's got it.
Yeah.
The thing that I'd like to do next is what we talked about earlier, is to check your prostate and check your rear end.
My prostate gland?
Yep.
So you're going to put the finger up the ass, huh? Yeah.
Is that okay?
Oh, my God.
Yeah, will you rotate it a little bit? I want to enjoy this process.
What the?
I ain't doing it for free.
Oh, that's it?
That's what he looked
Do you
like?
have the finger going in? Because it's hilarious. Oh, okay. That's the same guy that was calling from the hospital bed.
First of all, Dr. Steve.
Right. Give it a little twist.
Yeah, a little twist.
Holy shit. He loves being a doctor.
You got to love being a doctor.
You got to be passionate about it.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
That's fucking great.
E-Rock's got the actual insertion. All right.
Okay,
we'll
cool.
go back to the tape. Go ahead, E-Rock.
Just kind of touch
Just
your ankles
kind of
there.
bend over. You going to do this?
All right, let's listen to Tom.
I'm up here now. Come on, man. Get rid of... Oh.
All right, here we go.
Oh! Oh!
The wacky horn.
He's got such great comedic timing, man.
Oh, yeah.
Remember the day you went?
great.
Remember the day you went home early and I told him to take your seat?
Yeah, he just smelled so bad, and he was so filthy. And then they had him going through all my stuff. Because I used to have the whistles and horns and things like that.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no.
He's just slobbering over all of it. I had to throw everything away.
Yeah. But he's blowing on all his horns.
Oh.
Telling Anthony's fired.
His horns smell like Barry Manilow.
That was good shit. Good fucking shit.
My God.
Is Ian giving you any exclusives today?
Yeah, I think Ian's got a few things under his hat as usual. You know,
Opie, I'm just laughing at the media once again today. They think they have some major blockbuster. You motherfuckers had this like almost a decade ago. you know,
Right.
Barry was gay. We had that, sure.
Yeah,
but I guess him saying he's gay is the big news.
Right.
Wow.
Yeah.
Surprise, surprise.
So he came out, on social media, on TV? What did he say? How do you do it?
I don't know. I didn't read the story.
Come on.
Yeah, with everything going on in the world and in this country, does anyone truly give a shit? If we didn't have a homeless, disgusting, smelly man that fucked them once, we wouldn't be talking about him.
Exactly.
That's true.
Really?
He was scared his fans wouldn't accept it. Which
you guys had
that's
the story first. I mean, the media.
Scared his fans wouldn't accept him.
crazy.
Yeah,
Why is Steve Bannon being removed, Anthony?
I think I think people put him in a much more higher power position than he really was in.
Right.
And I think he's just more dead weight for Trump. So you got to get rid. Trump is not a guy that will keep someone in there for shits and giggles or for smiles. He'll get rid of someone in a second.
Yeah. Do you remember
He'll just dump someone?
Do you remember Steve Bannon walking around Sirius XM?
Oh yeah.
We used to pee right next to Mr. Bannon.
I remember that and with Breitbart. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Did you ever drink with him?
No, not with him.
I drank with
Breitbart. Andrew was always going out and
right.
partying.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah,
he was. We had some red eye drinks.
Oh yeah, red eye is done for you guys.
Oh yeah, red eye's finished.
Fuck.
Yeah, Red Eye got fucking canceled. I'm on the last show on Friday.
Okay.
All right. We'll be
I'm trying to think of something to do that will get on tape that they can't edit out. That will do something. I can't figure it out though. I'm thinking.
Okay.
Yeah, you got.
Maybe I'll wear something on my shirt that is a secret code or something.
Yeah, you got to go out in style.
Yeah. Really blow that fucker up.
Go with a T-shirt that says Team O'Reilly.
Yeah, there you go.
That'll do
it. Fucking Bill is is in a bit of a jam. Sponsors leaving. But you know what? I'm sorry. I just don't trust that these women that constantly are coming out of the woodwork are legitimate. Now, look, I think Bill O'Reilly's a prick.
Right.
That motherfucker, we sat down with him.
Thank you for bringing this up, because this is what I've been saying in my house. Go ahead, but I'll add to it. Yeah.
And the guy's just a scumbag.
He's a piece of shit, because I was saying, sorry, Ed, I apologize. I was ranting and raving in my apartment yesterday to myself. But I was saying, me and Ann are on a rocket ship in the radio world. Everyone wants to talk to us. We're doing all these interviews. We sit down with Bill O'Reilly, and he just boils our act down to just sex. All you guys think about and do is it's all about sex with you two. Remember that, Ann?
Really?
And we talked to the guy.
That's all he wanted to do.
But we talked to the guy for 40. Yeah,
rubbing homeless man shit on our
list. I mean, he had a point, but we talked to the guy for 45 minutes, and then he does this fucking. He calls it the no spin zone. He spun the shit out of our fucking 45-minute interview and boiled it down to make us look like we're just fucking sexual deviant perverts.
Right.
And then it turns out that this guy likes to get some things done.
He was projecting.
Oh, exactly.
He's projecting onto you guys.
I'm willing to believe that he's a prick and everything, but I think the word sexual harassment in the workplace is way overused. I think, if you tell a girl she's wearing a nice skirt, that can be used against you at some point. So I don't know. He settles out. I understand what things like that are all about, too. You just want to cut the fucking... nip it in the bud and move on with your life instead of years and the huge expense of a court battle or whatever. So I kind of get that, but, I'm just not willing to just trust someone on their word anymore,
I think he's a pig. Yeah. To what extent?
I think he's a pig.
Okay,
definitely,
to what extent, I don't know.
Yeah.
But you think he's going to survive? I think that he's up to 22 sponsors have bailed on his show.
22?
Now it's up to 22. Some of them are probably who gives
small,
a fuck. Right.
Yeah.
He's too fucking much of that network. He's not going anywhere. They won't get rid of him.
I don't think so.
I don't think. They'll wait. It'll blow over. They'll get some more sponsors. They'll lower the rates. That's what they want to do, too. You don't think the sales staff, those sales weasels over at Fox, are on the phone with every one of those sponsors going, look, we'll give you the same fucking run at 50% of the. Of course they are. This is a prime opportunity. This is when the sponsors pull out so they could get back in at a cheaper rate. It's all down to money. They don't have ethics. What do you think? They fucking give a shit?
Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah, absolutely on that.
Agreed.
O'Reilly's got a great face for radio, so...
Oh, that's a good one, Ian.
No, really, O'Reilly is paid for a lot of things.
Bro, he's giving you gold today. Holy fuck. I see a compound media contract for this guy. Holy fuck. Setting the world on fire this Ian.
Oh, wow. Man. Oh, my God.
Woo!
Look out.
Oh, we love you, Ian.
Look out. Look out. Look out. All right, we're gonna move along to Kendall Jenner's Pepsi commercial.
All right.
What horseshit that is.
No, it ain't horseshit. Stealing shit from the woke movement. You
it
fucking
really
Kardashian.
Is ridiculous. I've never seen such clean, nice, apparently nice, clean protesters.
Right. And she's
they're all perfect levels of diversity.
Yeah.
Everything. It's such a load of shit. I didn't see one burning cop car.
She's solving the world's problems with a Pepsi.
Oh.
Yuck.
Take the Pepsi can afterwards and rip it in half and make it sharp and then cut through fire hoses with it while the fire department's trying to put out a CBS that's on fire. Huh? Why wasn't that in the commercial?
That's in the long one. I think the Super Bowl version has that.
Oh, is that the long version?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, but everyone's talking about Pepsi today.
Yeah,
I know. You never know if they're doing that on purpose, knowing that they'll have to pull the ad, but it'll get so much heat, or that there's some guy in a boardroom right now just getting his ass reamed out.
Right.
Because
for that spot, but
nobody's thinking about the Kardashians and fucking social consciousness.
Oh God, no.
I'm thinking more they whitewashed it by having the non-Armenian girl going and leading this racial movement.
Right.
Yeah.
The only thing they have to do with Pepsi is that they take black dick the size of Pepsi cans.
Hello.
There it is.
Hello. Hey, lady.
Hang up. Just hang up on that.
My name.
There it is.
My name in high school was Pepsi, which is weird.
Very nice. Very, very good.
All right, kids. You guys have fun over there.
Holy
and,
shit.
We'll talk to you soon, man.
All right, man.
It's how do people get your show, Anthony? Compound Media. Where do we go?
Compoundmedia.com.
Yeah.
Easy as that, man.
All right. Thanks,
Yes,
Anthony.
sir.
Appreciate
Take it
it.
easy, guys.
Take care, man. Another fun phone
man.
call with Anthony Cumia.
God damn it, Doom.
Doom! Find God! Find God!
God damn it, Doom. You quit that. It's not happening for the last freaking time.